What's up, y'all? Listen, what's up? What's up?
100%.
How y'all doing?
Connected to. Rodney, like that. Connected to. Rodney, like that.
Right, thank you. Can y'all please like the video as you kind of walk in? You know, like Jamie say, that's your way of speaking. When you walk into somebody's house, you speak. Okay? Hey y'all. Child, I didn't want nothing. I didn't want anything. I just wanted to come and just. What's up, Dance Fitness with Nikki? Hey, girl. I just wanted to come on, church finger. I just wanted to come down here on this good old Friday night and Kiki. Hey, question and research and Latoya and Cynthia and TP. What's up, y'all? Jayla. Thank you, Addie. It's low-key embarrassing that we're on the internet streets fighting because Ebony said she wants to be with someone on her level. It really is. It really is. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here, and then, girl, we just gonna get started. So for those who don't know what tonight's hot topics is, what's up, Yaya? We, girl, I see your comment, Addison. Come on, Diva! Baby, the Diva is in the house! Hey, Miss Diaz. Ooh. Okay, come on, Poppy. You know I love it when y'all call me Poppy. Yes. Before we get started, tonight's live, girl, we just gonna chill, have a good time. Um, Girl, I see y'all mentioning Funky's name in the comment section. Um, but we're gonna have a good time tonight. We are basically just going to listen to the interview um, that took place at the Breakfast Club with Ebony K. Williams, Charlamagne the God. I forgot the other two women, and then DJ Envy. What's up, Mari Lovely? Hey, girl. I be so happy. Y'all, like, I don't know if y'all, I don't think y'all understand, like, how much I get excited when I see people who I know have been, like, with me for a very long time. So when I see certain names pop up, I really get excited because I remember my subscribers from like when I first got really started YouTube, and like to kind of see that they're still around, it kind of like, oh, thank y'all, because I know I'll be saying some stuff that make y'all mad. Oh, sure. I know I'll be saying some stuff y'all be like, oh, girl. Girl, y'all still stick around. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Okay. Girl, here she go. Girl, here she go again. Talking crazy. Oh, wait. But yeah, tonight we're just gonna kiki. We're just gonna listen to the interview, and that's pretty much it, girl. I got me a. I'm gonna make me a cocktail probably in a little bit, not right now. I got a little water. You know, I got my water. I got my water, and then I got my ice. You know, girl, girl. For the average, for the mediocre, and for the basic hoes, girl, we do cute. Girl, this is the ice we use now, girl. So for the mediocre, girl, I go trying to piss somebody off. For the mediocre and basic and average hoes, y'all know nothing, girl. We done moved up, girl. Girl, we use this type of ice now. Okay, we don't use ice cubes no more. Girl, I'm just playing, child. I got this thing from I got this thing from, of course, girl, I don't want nobody to get pissed off. Of course, we still use regular ice, girl. We all have an ice. Well, I got an ice machine. My last apartment, girl, I didn't have no ice. I didn't have no ice machine. But, girl, I got this thing from, I think it makes your drinks look so fancy. So I ordered this little ice cube tray from Amazon. It was like, I think like $14. I think it's like $14. And it has like 6. You basically just go to Amazon and just put like square ice cubes or circle ice cubes. And then these ice trays are gonna come up. And it, like I said, I got mine for like $14. It's only 6 though. And then you just basically pour the water in. It's like a little hole. And you just basically pour the water inside the hole and then, just put it in the freezer. And then it freezes it up. And then you have an ice cube. I love these. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Baby, Ebony was down to the Breakfast Club. And, everybody had their own opinion of what happened. I think everybody has their own opinion of just the situation. I think that before we get started, and that's why I'm gonna say something. I have been reading the comments. I have seen a video or two, and I do kind of think that it's comical that some people are saying that Ebony kind of like didn't stand her ground. She didn't backpedal. Ebony's still right. Ebony's still right, and whatever she wanted to stand in, and she kept it pushing. Oh, this must be my super chat. Girl, what's wrong with my phone? Okay, this 199 is for every man that you drag in. Come on! Yes, this 199 is for every man that you drag in. Thank you so much. I think we have to be honest first about how this even transpired. Ebony invited, girl, and that's what I'm saying. And girl, we're going to get into it. Because let me just go ahead and say something. As much as DJ Envy wants to sit here and act like this is this and this is that, I can guarantee you, ain't none of DJ Envy neighbors are bus drivers. I can guarantee you that DJ Envy kids don't go to school with the bus driver kids. So y'all can sit here and play this game all day long, but girl, the truth is in the truth, girl, is in the pudding, child. I think that if we're going to have the conversation, we need to tell how it happened. Ebony said she heard a clip of Iyanla Vanzant down to the Breakfast Club, basically saying that women are being trained to be like men in skirts or something like that. I can't remember exactly what Iyanla said. So she said, oh my God, I want this woman on my show. And Iyanla went on her show, and the clip that went viral was Iyanla asking Ebony, would she date Wow, just wow. Thank you. Just saying I'm buying Ebony books. Thank you so much. Did you change your name? Because I remember your picture. I thought it was like Demi in the City, right? Did you change your name? But so that's the clip that went viral of her asking Ebony. You did? Okay, I was like, I knew that was you. Because I be remembering y'all pictures sometimes. But that was a clip that went viral. And so I was like, ooh, girl. And I decided to, of course, get my commentary. But I was like, girl, let me go see, let me try to find like a big, because I be wanting to see like the full clip, right? And so as I was looking for the full clip, I didn't know that Eboni was down to the, what's called the Grego. I didn't know that. And so I ran across their page and I saw the full interview. I was like, oh, here go the interview. So I was like, let me just watch the interview because it's only like 25. What's up? Let's shake the table. What's up, Carlos? And so I ran across the full interview. So I was like, let me just watch the full interview. And the interview was basically about, I think, femininity and like the modern woman, I believe. Now, if we're going to be honest, like I am, when Iyanla asked Eboni, would you date a bus driver? Eboni did look at the screen like, is this bitch talking to me? And then Iyanla said, yeah, I'm talking to you. And I think Iyanla was thinking, yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you. And then Eboni said, if he on the bus. So we gonna be honest. Eboni did look at that TV screen for at least a second and a half before she answered. Like, who is this bitch talking to? Right? She did. And then Iyanla looked back at her like, yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you. And so she said, if he owned the bus. From that, because some of y'all not telling the truth about how this transpired. I don't want to say that y'all are liars, but I'm thinking maybe y'all didn't watch and maybe y'all didn't keep up. But this is how it happened. From that point, black men and black women got pissed off. That's what happened. And y'all started to drag Eboni on social media. And in response to y'all dragging Eboni, because all she said was, if he owned the bus, Eboni then came back and said what she said. She didn't mention color or anything. She actually said that I've dated men across the color spectrum. I've done them all. That's what she said. She didn't say black men. Y'all took that as though she was talking about niggas. Let's call a thing a thing. That's how that happened. Okay? So I just feel like if we're going to tell the story, we need to tell the story in the way that it happened. And stop acting like she got down to the interview with Iyanla and mentioned black men and black women, because she did not. Before she even said that, she said she had dealt with all types of men. That's what happened. And then y'all got pissed off. It was only the niggas. Y'all got pissed off. And then y'all started dragging her. And all that lady said was, if he owns the bus. That's all she said. 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 And that's when y'all dragged her. And that's when y'all started to bring up y'all grandmamas and y'all daddies. And girl, my daddy had great benefits and he provided for his family. And oh my gosh, she's talking about the blue collar worker and the average man, and she's attacking black men. And oh my God, how dare she turn her nose up, and she has such an attitude when she said it. When she said what? I also know that a lot of people did not watch the interview. I know a lot of people didn't watch the Breakfast Club interview. I know a lot of people didn't watch her podcast. I didn't listen to that either. I didn't even know she spoke about it until she said it on the Breakfast Club interview. So it's like a lot of people are basing their opinion off of the comment section like DJ Envy did and like Charlemagne the God did. Because they didn't even do their homework. So while everybody is going around here talking about DJ Envy did this, DJ Envy didn't do shit but go to the Shade Room comment section. That's it. He didn't have enough decency to even watch the Iyanla interview. He didn't even have enough decency to say, hey, Ebony, is there anything that you need me to kind of go over before you come onto the show? She probably would have said, hey, you can go listen to my podcast. All DJ Envy did was go to the comment section and then come back and then say what y'all felt and how Ebony hurt y'all feelings. That's all DJ Envy did. Charlemagne even said they didn't even listen to the shit. But let's go ahead, get into it. All right, y'all, here we go. Let me find it. And then we can talk as it goes along. Let me find it, girl. Okay.
Yeah. Who's been a lot of sex talk earlier today, but you know.
And just so y'all know, off air, Envy in here lying, y'all, but I ain't gonna call him out.
Hold on, girl.
That activity show. Special guest in the building. Ebony K. Williams is here. Ebony K. Williams.
Good morning, Breakfast Club fam. Good morning, Horrible Decisions family. Hello.
Okay, hold up. If you spend years building yourself to be educational and financially where Ebony is in her life, it makes sense that you would be attracted to someone who lives their life on the same level. Thank you, Ms. Jenkins. Oh, hold up. Who else sent me a super chat? You. Come on. I can't see it. Hopefully it'll pop. Once it pops up, then I'll read it. If you do not live in a state of complacency, you're not going to be attracted to someone who doesn't strive to live at a higher level in life. Stop the gaslighting of black women. I'm with you, girl. Okay, here we go.
This is like a family reunion as we speak. It really is.
I feel like we're about to start fighting, so let's just say we love each other now.
I actually feel bad. I actually feel bad, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel bad because I did two things this week that I normally don't do. Number one, if somebody I know is got something going on social media, we should have spoke to them.
I appreciate it.
And not about them. You know what I mean? And Ebony is our people. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we should have probably spoke to her. You know, reached out to her like we always do for everything else. Mm-hmm. And I didn't watch the full interview with Iyanla. Mm-hmm. I watched the clip online.
The good thing I reached out to you, my good brother.
Yes,
and we had a productive.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, how do you have a guest on your show and you don't even do your homework? Something as simple as watching an interview. Oh, baby, let me shut up. Hold up. Stop the prep, baby. Hold up. The larger point that Ebony was making is about leveling up and recognizing your value. By the way, Rodney, here's a gift towards your Hermes pillows. Yes, come on. Thank you. You deserve it. Thank you so much, H. Brown. Thank you so much. You know what I want to start doing? I want to start doing my videos from my iPad. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to start doing my videos from my iPad. Because this right here ain't working for me. Girl, you know I'm trying to get my studio set up, girl. I got a whole, girl, believe it or not, girl, I got a mouse. You know the what do they call the Magic Mouse from Apple? I got a Magic Mouse. I need to get the pad. Because I want to get my whole studio kind of like set up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank y'all for the super chats, though. And the person who, I think that was Demi in the city, I can't see yours. I just see your picture. Hopefully it comes across the screen.
Spirited conversation.
Yes, we did.
And you rolled out the red carpet, and that's why I'm here today, so I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, did who watched the full interview with Ayanna in here?
I did listen to the full Holding Court
I
episode
listened to that as well.
with Eboni K. Williams and Dustin Ross. Of course, I saw the clips as well. And I, as well, responded on my podcast, See the Thing Is, and spoke about it as
Great.
well. However, there was more agreement with you than not. And so I'm excited to have this conversation.
Ayanna was really the issue when watching it, though. Like, I mean, I made a comment on your page and Breakfast Club page, and men was jumping down my throat because I'm like, what does it matter what she wants to be with? But I think the other comments were tough to watch.
So here's the thing. I want to, first of all, as I started with my Holding Court episode, offer gratitude. Because I think what we know, the fact that this conversation with myself and Dr. Ayanna, shout out to my soror, it aired last week. And let's talk about what's happened since then. We've had a whole White House Correspondents' Dinner, which Roy Wood Jr. killed. Shout out to Roy. We've had the Met Gala. We've got a war in Ukraine and still a war in Sudan. And yet folks is still talking about this shit more than anything else. And I think that speaks to something, right? I think it speaks to the insatiable nature of the fact that we've got to have this conversation. As black men and women, and we talking about the black family structure and black wealth building, and all of those are tenets that are tethered to why this has hit such a nerve and why it's reverberating, in a way. Tyrese posting about it, Jason Lee posting about it, Shade Room posting about it, Spiritual World posting about it, Ava DuVernay in the comments, Viola Davis in the comments.
What was Viola saying?
We get to. So that's a good thing. I want to start by that framework. Nothing about this is negative. People are disagreeing, people are feeling away, we're going to talk about it. But I want to start by the framing that we cannot have rupture in the culture and not do the work of repair. So to me, this is a conversation about repairing and restoring what has historically been a productive, valuable conversation and relationship between black men and women that somehow, some way has gotten away from us.
Well, I think it's two different conversations. Like, I watched the full, I don't care who
There's a lot of people that don't know what you're talking about. That might have just tuned in and have no idea.
So, Frank, go ahead, Frank.
Do they live under a rock?
Some people you have to tell people what you're talking about.
Okay.
What are we talking
So
about?
it's some for comments that, because I don't want to misconstrue, because we only had a small piece of your conversation with Ayanna.
Sure.
So during your Ayanna conversation, she asked if you would date a bus driver.
So let me back up for 1 second and be correct. I invited Ayanna on my Griot show. That Griot show airs on Byron Allen's network. The Griot airs every night at 6. Let's first of all start with this whole shit is y'all's fault.
It always is.
This whole shit is y'all's fault here at the Breakfast Club. No, love y'all. Y'all had Ayanna on, and Ayanna made a statement on the Breakfast Club morning show, and she said that a lot of young black ladies out here are men in skirts.
Which you agreed with.
Which I found very provocative. Did I not call you that day? I said, oh, this is spicy. I would love to participate in this conversation. And then you do what you always do, and you went radio silent. That's cool. So then I invited everybody that knows Charlamagne and the loving relationship with Charlamagne, no, that's the shit he pulled. It's cool. I've never taken it personally. So it's cool. It's always love for 7 years. So then I said to my team, I said, reach out to Ayanna, let's book her, let's bring her on the grill, because I want to have the conversation, and probably more productively, right, y'all? Black woman to black woman. Yep. Let's talk to each other. And also generation to generation. Let's talk to each other.
She old.
Yeah. Sorry. I was going to say
You should hope to get to that age.
That's it. Of course. I want to age. I want to age.
That's right.
Amen. Gracefully, beautifully. Okay, so Ayanna comes on, and I say, this is the framing I say to Dr. Bonzar, to Ayanna. I say, sis, doctor, soror, talk to me about what you would recommend black women do in terms of our posture and positioning. When you're right, I am showing up in a posture of building, providing, and protecting my own self. I'm showing up in masculine energy, as you would call it. I'm conceding your point. But tell me how you would guide me to not do so when, I'll be honest, I don't really feel like I can trust that if I don't do it, that there's going to be adequate, keyword there, adequate provision and protection if I don't do it. And
That's how you said it.
That's exactly how.
Hold up. And even though everybody keeps screaming that Eboni dates white men and Eboni was engaged to a white man, then I don't understand for the life of me if that's going to be your, I guess, defense or your argument, then why are the black people upset? If your argument is she only dates white men, and then she says that in her interview with Iyanla that she's never felt protected, and that, the other stuff that she said I can't really remember, but if she made those statements, then why are you upset? Because then that means that she's not even talking to you. Like 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 it don't go together. If Ebony dates only white men like y'all say she does, then why were the black people so upset when she didn't even mention black people? Okay. Let me read the super chat. Thank you. I'm with Ebony K. I'm ashamed to be black today. We're slamming someone for wanting us to achieve as a culture. Oh my God, I'm sick. Girl, ain't it a mess? Oh, girl, no. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all.
You're disconnected.
I invited Iyanla on my griot show. That griot show airs on Byron Allen's network. The griot airs every night at 6. Let's first of all start with this whole shit is y'all's fault. This whole shit is y'all's fault here at the Breakfast Club. No, love y'all. Y'all had Iyanla on. And Iyanla made a statement on the Breakfast Club morning show, and she said that a lot of young black ladies out here are men in skirts.
Which you agree with.
Which I found very provocative. Did I not call you that day? And I said, oh, this is spicy. I would love to participate in this conversation. And then you do what you always do, and you went radio silent. That's cool. So then I invited everybody that knows Charlamagne and the loving relationship with Charlamagne, that's the shit he pulled. It's cool. It's always love for 7 years. So then I said to my team, I said, reach out to Iyanla, let's book her, let's bring her on the grill, because I want to have the conversation, and probably more productively, right, y'all? Black woman to black woman. Yep. Let's talk to each other. And also generation to generation. Let's talk to each other.
She old.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say
You should hope to get to that age.
That's it. Of course. I want to age. Amen. Gracefully, beautifully. Okay, so Iyanla comes on, and I say, this is the framing I say to Dr. Bonzar, to Iyanla. I say, sis, Dr. Sora, talk to me about what you would recommend black women do in terms of our posture and positioning. When you're right, I am showing up in a posture of building, providing, and protecting my own self. I'm showing up in masculine energy, as you would call it. I'm conceding your point. But tell me how you would guide me to not do so when, I'll be honest, I don't really feel like I can trust.
Hey,
That
LTD
if
Productions.
I don't do it, that there's going to be adequate, keyword there, adequate provision and protection if I don't do it. And
Just how you said it.
That's exactly how I said it, right? And she said, beloved, would you date a bus driver? And then the clip goes. And then I did stare into the abyss because I wasn't really sure where we were going. But okay, because she is an elder and she's also my soror in the deference, if you know, you know, I'm gonna go with you. So I honestly answered y'all in that moment. If he owned the bus, and that's what I said, Indy, but what people heard based on the comments, that I said bus drivers weren't shit. People heard that I said that bus drivers broke, don't make no money, ain't got no benefits, and that they were beneath me. That somehow was...
That's exactly what happened. All Ebony said was if he owned the bus, and then y'all took that and y'all did with it what y'all did with it. That is the God honest truth. That is the God honest truth. That is the God honest truth. That's all she said. And from that point, y'all started saying how she said that black men ain't shit, girl, but y'all also was saying how all she dated is white men. So all she dated is white men, then why are y'all bringing black men into the conversation? Baby, I want y'all to start thinking about the stuff y'all say before y'all say it. Because it's not making sense. But y'all took that and started saying how she said niggas ain't shit and bus drivers are broke. Now y'all done brought y'all granddaddies into it and y'all daddies into it who was a bus driver for 30 years and got benefits. Girl.
The interpretation of me saying that I will date a bus owner. Now let me tell you what I actually said, and this is what the whole Holden Court shit was about. Go check that out right now when you get your podcast. Holden Court with Eboni K. Williams featuring Dustin Ross. I said to Holden Court, y'all, let me tell you why ownership is it for me. It's not about salary. Y'all made it about salary. Y'all started debating 125 a year versus
Thank you, exactly.
versus 200 a year.
The girls
are
are
quote stats before you went to the thing with y'all.
the girls are projecting. Thank you for the super chat.
I mean, you
Well,
talked about women
income,
women earn more money than men.
And I talked about black women buying more homes. We buy homes at single black women are buying 20% of the market share of new real estate on the market. I know because I just closed last summer and it was a shit show in underwriting. That's another
They're
conversation.
graduating more, they're in college. Yeah.
I think I sent it to you, Charlamagne, because
Yeah.
Charlamagne, you guys do so much work on the Breakfast Club about what? HBCUs.
Yeah.
And I was devastated when my good friend Eugene Scott sent me a post, Washington Post article that said black men are going to HBCUs 1 to 2. It's 2 to 1 for black women graduating. So these are things we gotta look at. Because you have daughters, and you have daughters, and some of y'all in here got daughters. And if they're gonna wanna partner and marry men, and black men at that, and they're gonna wanna build together, as you two cite your marriages as examples of, we gotta talk about how people can be equally yoked. So back to ownership, Charlamagne. I said ownership is key for me. Why? Not because I'm a bougie bitch. This is not about everybody being a Harvard surgeon. This is about this book right here, Bet on Black. You read it, Charlamagne. Y'all were at the party. Y'all know what time it is. It's hard to be free in America as a black person when you don't own anything. And I mean that with my fiber and my being, and I'm going to prove it to you. My grandfather, Kerry James Williams, had a 4th grade education in Montpelier, Louisiana. He then provided for my family with everything they needed by doing 5 things at one time. That man cut hair. He made and sold moonshine. He cut graveyards on the weekend. He also worked a salary job at a feed mill. If you know about that feed mill life, then you know. My point in this is saying this, and then he raised my mother, Gloria, who also did not complete college. She took 2 years at Texas Southern. She said, how much? 50,000. It ain't gonna be that for me. And she pieced out. And she started her own business. She drove the bus. So for all of y'all in the comments, well, my daddy drove a bus. Well, my mama drove a bus. My mother drove a bus as well, y'all. She drove a bus until she acquired a skill set. In her case, it was cosmetology. She drove the bus in the morning, the school bus. She would get off the bus. She would go to Universal Beauty School off of Beatties Ford Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. She would then get back on the bus, drive the afternoon shift. Then she would come check on me, make sure that I was doing what I needed to do. And then she would go drive for UPS. So for those of y'all talking to me like I don't know what a CDL license can do, I helped my mom study for a CDL when I was 9 years old. I promise you I know about that life. My point is this, it's about skills. It is nothing wrong with driving a bus if that is your maximum skill set. I simply want to call Black America up to the excellence that I know we can occupy. I've seen it before. Entrepreneurship is the key to me. That's not just me talking, that's Earl Graves Sr., the founder and visionary of Black Enterprise. I'm talking about Black Enterprise, Black ownership, and Black liberation. And it is important to me. It's in my DNA. It's my personal legacy. Because my mama told me, y'all, nobody will pay you what you will pay you. And this is not about shaming bus drivers, but I want to be clear. If you are driving a bus today, and that is the maximum of your skill set, I love and appreciate it for you. I have to because it's an honest day's living. But I want to tell you the truth. And this is not about hurting feelings or talking down or being an elitist. I need you to know that in 10 years, you may or may not have a job because AI, artificial intelligence. See, this is the part nobody wants to talk about.
The lawyers might not have a job in 10 years.
They might.
Let me read the super chat, y'all. Thank you, This Cat's Rock. Iyanla was divorced 3 times, and when her last partner died, she's now talking about polygamy. Iyanla set her up to get dragged. Thank you, Latoya. Imagine being vulnerable in an interview with an elder, and then her along with a collective of black men who are told they are protectors start attacking you violently up and down social media. Let me read that again. Thank you, Latoya. Imagine being vulnerable in an interview with an elder, and then her along with a collective of black men who are told they are protectors start attacking you violently up and down social media. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on.
And that's why so I'm glad you're going there, Charlamagne, because this is the part of the conversation that people really are feeling triggered by. We all have to reassess constantly our skill set and how it's applicable today and how it might or might not be applicable tomorrow. So this goes back to everybody in the comments. Well, my daddy drove a bus and he did this and he was respectful. He was a good black man. He was a great black man, I'm sure. I'm sure all the bus drivers are saints and none of them cheat and none of them beat women and they all are just got.
And that's another thing. Thank you. I'm with Ebony K. How about black men stepping up versus making black women step down in standards? How about black men stepping up versus black women stepping down in standards? Guess you'll have little faith in black men and ultimately in yourself, girl. Oh, the girls is fighting tonight. Oh, the girls is having kitchen table talk tonight. Okay. Girl, y'all was really online acting like, girl, if you get it be the rich men that be the assholes. Girl, that like I feel like this is what I feel like happens. I feel like one person says something and then it starts to go viral and then everybody starts to use that, right? So now you feel like Ebony only wants to deal with rich men, and your response to her dealing with only rich men is that rich men be treating people the worst, be treating people worse. Like, girl, the truth of the matter is there are more people out in the world. Like, compared to the amount of people in the United States, there are not a lot of millionaires. There are more people on this side versus millionaires. You know how many niggas that stock groceries that are average workers, as DJ Envy calls y'all too? And regular working everyday people, as Charlamagne said too, that will go upside your head, ain't shit, fuck your credit up. Girl, let's keep on going.
All fearing men that show up and how they're supposed to in this world, I believe
Well, not all, but I'm sure they.
No, that's the narrative. It's sarcasm. That's the narrative.
Yeah.
And all people that dare to own, that dare to advance a skill set in a different kind of way, not a better way or a worse way, a different kind of way, they all have full-blown AIDS, beat their wives, and will die alone. That's the narrative.
What Tyler Perry movie is?
That is the narrative. That was a narrative. Thank you, This Cat's Rock. Is DJ Envy's daughters looking for his drivers? Like I said, girl, DJ Envy can say what he want to say, but I can guarantee you that DJ Envy does not live in a neighborhood where his neighbor is a bus driver. I can guarantee you that DJ Envy children do not go to a school where they're attending school with the bus driver's kids. But we're gonna keep on going though.
That's what I'm saying.
It is temptation.
It's very Tyler Perry.
It is.
But Ebony, what about the bus drivers that their goal was to own a home? And what if they came from something that necessarily wasn't the best education and driving the bus is
I think we got to broaden the conversation. I think we keep using words like bus drivers.
This is what bothers me, to make it seem like bus drivers only drive buses.
Why do we keep talking about bus drivers?
We can talk police officers, we can talk MTA workers, we can talk all these different people that work at these quote-unquote average jobs.
Everyday working class people.
Now, this is my problem, right?
Yes.
Now, you know I do real estate and I do these seminars all across the country, right? We get thousands of people. The majority of people that own homes and investment homes are your quote-unquote average workers,
Yep,
all your
right.
bus drivers, all your MTA workers. So they just don't drive buses. They have properties, I know a police officer that drives Ferraris because it's not from his police job, it's from the houses that he owns that he made off to the police job.
You sure it's not from the cocaine?
I'm 1,000%. I'm 1,000%. He has more properties than you, me, and Charlamagne
That's
put
a
together.
joke.
That's who he is.
That's a joke.
But they take
Yeah.
it serious. But I know these people that do it and they put in hard work. So when you said I wouldn't date a bus driver unless he owned his own bus, a lot of people felt it like, yo, that's disrespectful because just because I took a job, and a lot of people take those jobs for a couple of different reasons. One, the benefits, right? They know they can work for 20 years. After 20 years, they can retire and they still get their retirement and they still get their benefits. So after 20 years, they can. Most police officers, the same thing. They get their retirement, they can still carry their firearm, and they can still get their benefits. So I look at it as that's a great hustle. They work for 20 years. At the end of 20 years, let's say they start at 21. At 41, they done working the bus company, done being a police officer, done being MTA, and now they just making money on top of money. So it's value over values, right?
Andy, let me stop you right there.
It's not.
Do you think for 1 second, and I know you don't know me that well, but
Correct.
we've had enough conversation. I had you on Revolt Black News. You talked to me about your father, who was a leader in law firm. Do you think for 1 second I'm about to push back on anything you just offered in that statement?
You can.
Right. So I cannot. And so what I'm telling you is, what you are applying now is not the facts as they were given to me. Ayala did not ask me, Eboni, would you date a bus driver that also had a real estate portfolio? Ayala did not ask me, hold on now. Eboni, would you date a bus driver that also has a litany of franchises? Because you and your wife just bought 5, right?
Six.
Crystal burgers. Okay. She didn't ask. That was not the framing of the question.
That was not the framing. DJ Envy tried to pull a quick okie doke by bringing in a cop who supposedly got more houses than all of them, which is a bullshit lie. I refuse to believe it. But DJ Envy tried to pull the okie doke and start this whole, well, what if the bus driver got this, got this, got this, got this? Girl, that was not the question that was posed to Eboni. She didn't say, would you date a bus driver who has, 25 rental properties and also owns, 17 McDonald's? That's not the question that was posed to Eboni K. Williams. The question was very plain and simple, would you date a bus driver? DJ Envy started to add all this extra stuff in it to make it seem as though, oh girl, you're just after somebody for some money or whatever DJ Envy was trying to do. Let me read the super chat. You really have to look at your, thank you Puddin' 6040. You really have to look at yourself when you have a problem with your potential mate asking or requiring you to show up or strive to be your best self, girl. Thank you. All right, let's keep on going.
Envy, had that been the framing of the question, I would have said, Dr. Von's where the fuck he at?
So properties that I own, or do you get to know that man and see what he's about?
But see, that's the answer now.
Here we go. Thank you. H. Brown, DJ Envy lives in my area. There are not many people of color.
Y'all didn't listen to the whole Ayanla interview.
Go ahead, Sean.
Eboni actually agreed with Ayanla. That was confusing me
Well,
because you actually agreed with Ayanla when she talked about, you should be open to dating a bus driver. You can build with a bus driver. You actually agreed with that. So that was confusing me when
you agreed with Ayala, then also conflated more and said a loving man, someone that loves what they does. There was a whole lot of other things. So she agreed that of course I want a loving man. I want a man that's passionate. I want a man with a plan. All the other things that came.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I've been seeing people online say, as if Eboni only wants a rich man. As if Eboni, first of all, she didn't say it, but as if Eboni said, the only thing I'm looking for is a rich man. She didn't even mention money. Quiet as it's kept. Not quiet as it's kept. She didn't mention money. That's what people start. That's when the projection starts to come in. That's when you don't want nobody who's going to treat you good. She never said she didn't. What woman with good sense wants a nigga girl sleeping in their bed that doesn't treat them well?
After the bus driver is what Eboni agreed to.
Yeah, so I said, why let the grill put out a clip that is more salacious and out of context when you actually
That's
did
media.
agree?
I'm not going to throw the grill under the bus. See what I did there? But what I am going to do is say that we know the business that we are in. So you said something, Charlamagne, on the show yesterday. We're like, we're entertainers, and we have to not index for our. Okay, so I want to be clear. My beloved, I'm actually not an entertainer. I'm not. I'm an educator. I'm an advocate. I happen to use the form of television, radio, and podcasting to do my work. See, we can't conflate platform with purpose. So why did the griot and the brilliant, talented team of journalists over there decide to use the bus driver clip, which is sensational and controversial? Because let's be honest, the griot is not getting the eyeballs the Breakfast Club is getting. Revolt Black News is not getting the eyeballs the Breakfast Club is getting, or The View is getting, or The Talk used to get. Because the nature of not just black culture, of American culture, is entertainment first. So when you start doing the work of educating around where artificial intelligence is taking the culture, where you start doing the work about where criminal justice reform, how this summer, the U.S. Supreme Court, y'all, affirmative action, as we all know it, that shit is going, know that. But no one is going to watch in the volume that we need to have the impact that I seek as a teacher in this world, Charlamagne, if we don't put out that clickbait. That's the reality.
So it was to bring attention to a larger
And
conversation.
guess what? What we know, because we all sitting here today talking about this shit a week later, is it worked.
It worked.
But then,
It worked.
then you came back and the next day people feel like you doubled down.
I just don't feel like I did.
Okay.
I stood 10 toes down.
And
But
what do you
I
say
don't
when
think that was
when
standing down though. I think you completely like took a different turn.
I
Like, that
agree.
was
You think so?
I agree.
I thought
I
I
told
actually
you
thought it
that.
was tough
I
to
agree.
watch. And you know I love you, but like
No, you know what? But I feel you, but that has nothing got nothing to do with it. Tina told us that. So,
They keep saying like, that's what I'm saying. Like you can tell they didn't watch it because they keep saying, I felt like you kind of like took a turn. Took a turn from what? Because if you watch the Iyanla interview, there was really no conversation about the type of man that she would date. The only question that was asked was, would you date a bus driver? After that, Ebony really didn't make that conversation about her. So whenever Charlamagne and this other lady said, oh, I feel like you took a turn from what? Because her statement from the griot, that was her first statement after she received the girl the attacks online, and Charlamagne already let it be known that he didn't listen to shit else. So what turn did she take? She made a response video, girl, from the attacks that she was receiving online. But before that, the only thing that we had to go by was that she said, I would date if he owned the bus. Let me read the super chats. Thank y'all so much, y'all. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Wow, just wow. Had she been around the way girl saying this, no one would have a problem. She's more educated than the average black man, and they can't take it. Thank you to Cats Rock. It's clear envy nor Charlamagne bothered to listen to the interview. They didn't. He already said it. Their opinion is from the Shade Room comment section. Exactly. Thank you, Hot Commodity 77. I love you, Rodney, but I know Ebony had to be frustrated knowing people knew what she meant but wanted to flip the script. Thank you. Thank you, Ali, for the super chat. This is the same DJ Envy who sent his kids to private school and told Killer Mike that public schools are not going to make his kids millionaires. Let me read that again. I don't know if this is true or not, but let me read what Ali said. This is the same DJ Envy who sent his kids to private school and told Killer Mike that public schools are not going to make his kids millionaires. Do you really think that if DJ Envy made this statement that he would be okay with his daughters walking in the house with a fucking bus driver? Let's just call a thing, y'all. Stop playing these games. Thank you, Ali. Happy Friday to you too. All right, y'all. Let's keep on listening.
go ahead. I want
Because
hear the
to me,
response.
10 toes down would have been like, yeah, this is the choice that I'm making. This is my preference. This is the type of man I want. What I watched, were you talking about people as a whole?
Right.
And even white supremacy, bringing up calling,
Yes.
saying average, like to me, it felt like almost attack on the working class and the people that were in the comments more than it was the man you're looking for.
So let's address that, Weezy. I'm glad you brought that up because that is the turn that I took. So at this point, who gives a fuck about who Ebony K. Williams is dating? Let's throw that over to the side because it's a
That's your preference,
and
I agree.
And
Right.
who gives a fuck, right? So now let's talk about my real work in this world, the work God has called me to do, which is to always sit in a posture of elevating, advancing, and offering options to Black Americans for us to have a first-class existence. So when I talk about a permanent Black underclass, that's something that I talked about in the response video that Weezy cited. A lot of people felt a way about that. What the fuck does she mean, a permanent Black underclass? What I mean is the data. So I sent Charlamagne a bar graph from the US Census yesterday. And it listed about 15 different global identities. So again, you gotta zoom out for this. This is not about Black folks.
You see, this is why I'm getting frustrated because as you just heard Ebony say, I sent Charlamagne the data, which means that can I say something, y'all? I think this is what frustrates me with DJ Envy and Charlamagne. And I said this on Twitter today, but I'm going to elaborate. When I come down to YouTube, okay, let me start over. Yes, there are times when probably every YouTuber goes to the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and we hear a clip and then we discuss that clip, right? It happens all the time. You'll see a 2-minute clip out of a 30-minute conversation, and you're like, "Oh, Kurga, let me just talk about this today," right? So we're not gonna act like that doesn't happen. You have DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God on one of the biggest platforms out there, and they couldn't even do their due diligence and listen to her podcast to hear what she had to say. She's sending over data to Charlamagne. DJ Envy wanted to argue with Eboni based off of the blog comment section. That's the only thing that DJ Envy came in with were notes and screenshots from probably the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked. That's it. How would y'all feel as my subscribers if all I did was come down here when it was time to review the Real Housewives of Potomac, or the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or Basketball Wives, or Love and Hip Hop, and the only thing I did was to prepare for a video, was to go to the fucking comment section to kind of give me an idea of what's going on, and that's going to be the video. I know you may not believe it, but there are a lot of YouTubers out there, including myself. We sit down and we watch these fucking episodes 2 and 3 and 4 times just to make sure that we have our shit right. I know I do, and I know other YouTubers that do it. So all I'm saying is the simple fact that you have Charlamagne and DJ Envy who couldn't even take out the fucking time to prepare for a guest. That right there, if you want to be honest, is mediocre, it's basic, and it's average as fuck. Girl, we sit down here, and I sit here and I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta 3 and 4 fucking hours just to do a 30-minute video, 40-minute video. Because I want to make sure that when I get my black ass down to YouTube, at least I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Or at least I think I know what I'm talking about. But I'm not basing my opinion off of the Peach Report or Twitter. Or what's the other one? OMFG. I think it's whack. I think it's irresponsible that they did that. You have this lady come down to your platform, and as big as your platform is, y'all ain't did shit. Didn't prepare nothing. And the only thing DJ Envy wants to do is get his ass down there and talk about, well, the people, their feelings. DJ Envy, you don't even know what the fuck is going on because you didn't even listen to, girl, the podcast, the interview, nothing. And that's the only thing DJ Envy had to stand on was the goddamn comment section. Anyways, hold up. Envy's father, thank you, Hot Commodity 77. Envy's father had 50-11 jobs just to send him to college so he wouldn't be basic, but he didn't understand what she meant. Thank you, Ashley. They were gaslighting Eboni and conflating issues to distract from the fact that Eboni was right. I feel the same way too. All right, let's continue, y'all.
Folks and white folks in America, this is global. At the top of that, y'all, this is earnings. Indian Americans earn more than anybody else in America. At the very bottom, Black Americans. It's like they were earning about $100,000 per year per average, not a few, not half. 100% of their average.
And another thing I want to say too, bitch, we're going to be here all night, so get prepared. Another thing I want to do too, bitch, and we down here, we talking about some shit that don't make the world go round. You see what I'm saying? We down here as YouTubers, when we review, I'm talking about when we review like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac, don't nobody care about that shit in the real world. That ain't making the world go round. So the point that I'm trying to drive home is you would think that if me, and other YouTubers are out there, girl, watching episodes 2 and 3 times because we want to make sure that when we come to our subscribers, that we give them the correct information, you would think that on a serious conversation like this, a very sensitive and serious conversation like this, that the niggas in the seats would have at least tried to prepare for the interview. Thank you, Dance Fitness with Nikki. I just commented that Iyanla called her then husband broke, live on Oprah. They broke up after that. Oh, thank you, Eversomni. Envy said it's a killer Mike. It was a private versus public school debate. Envy voted about the type of parents at his kid's school. This is what happens. See, this is what happens when you try and kind of go with what the people say instead of standing on your own shit. I don't have no problem standing on this side and the majority of people standing on this side because I believe in the shit that I be saying. That's why I don't mind coming down to the World Wide Web with my big ass face all over the internet saying what the fuck I say because I really believe in what the fuck I say. But when you like envy, you're going to be going back and forth. Because one minute, you want your kids in private school because you want them to be millionaires. But the next minute, it's all about the people. And it's all about the average. As DJ Envy, we're going to hear him in a little bit. It's about the average worker. Let's keep on going. Hold up, child. Girl, y'all send me. I gotta read the super chat, y'all. Chloe said it last week. Nicki Minaj said it years ago. Ebony is proving it today. They do not bother to research their guests or topics. That's the truth. Girl, Chloe went to the Breakfast Club a couple of weeks ago, and DJ Envy couldn't even name one song from her album. Not one song. Not one song. So yes, it is true that people that are wealthy and have a decent position in life and probably a decent position at their jobs, they can very well be mediocre, average, and basic because that's exactly what DJ Envy and Charlamagne showed us at that goddamn interview with Ebony K. Williams. Mediocre, basic, and average. Your skill set
is 100,000 plus. We were down here at around 28,000, 30,000, okay? Where are white people? In the Middle East. They weren't up here. So that's why I have a personal problem with a lot of the culture saying that we should not have to be excellent. We talked about this, Charlamagne, yesterday on the phone. We should get to be basically as mediocre, as average, as white Americans. For me, that's a no. I'm going to tell you why. I travel the world. Y'all all travel the world. Y'all are global citizens, and we're blessed and privileged to do so. I got news for y'all. White mediocrity is depreciating fast. So I'm not going to hold white mediocrity, white subpar, white averageness as a standard for the generation of black children we're raising today.
Well, what does America do without the working class?
First of all, it's not about not having a working class. It's saying that why do black people, I'm so glad you asked this, why do black people disproportionately occupy it? Now, you made a very good point yesterday, Charlamagne, talking about essential workers, okay? America found out, if we didn't know before, how essential our bus drivers, our MTA drivers, our home health nurses, our custodians, our grocery store workers were during fast food, all of it, during COVID. And God knows we were ringing those pots and shouting them out, and God bless our essential workers. Nobody loves them more than your girl here. But you know what I don't love is that black folks died at a 2-to-1 rate of during COVID, that black folks were on ventilators more often during COVID. And part of the reason why that was the case, y'all, is because we over-index in the blue-collar working sector, in the essential jobs. And many of us don't have the option that we all had, which was to do our jobs virtually. So we are on the front lines in a way that disproportionately makes us vulnerable. We're dying because of it. That is my issue. Not to disrespect these people.
I feel like you're changing the goalposts, right? What people were upset about was what you said, and everything that you said could absolutely positively be true. People were upset that they felt like that you were putting down the average person, quote unquote average job, and the person that was working the average job, that their what they do is not as good as what you do.
That's a projection, Envy. That's a projection.
I'll let you speak.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So when you start talking about all this, and I read the comments just like you did because I wanted to prepare myself when you came up here to understand what people were mad about.
Girl, you prepared yourself by reading the comments? Yes, let me get this. Let me say this also because I don't want to act like I don't know what's going on. Yes, I read the comments too, right? When I prepare for my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews, when I prepare for my little Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews, on top of me watching the episodes 2 and 3 times and 4 times sometimes, girl, I do also go to the comment section. But I just don't go to the comment section to come down here and waste y'all fucking time.
Yeah.
and understand what people are upset about. So when you're talking about all this brother this, and the black man this, and the white supremacy this, and this, that, and the other, that's all to the side of how you felt about that quote unquote average job, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? One of the comments that I said, and maybe I'm not sure, right? The guy was like, you talk about all this about lifting a brother up and lifting this up and white supremacy and what you do for our people. And then the first thing the brother said was, but your fiance was white. And I'm sitting there like, how do you talk about how much you're uplifting and how much you're going for black people, but that's not necessarily what you're even looking for?
Well, first of all,
Paging Dr. Umar, damn.
Well, let's not skip a beat. So I would love to know how you, Envy, know what I'm looking for. We never had the conversation.
I'm telling you what people are saying on comments what I've read, and I'm talking for them. I'm not a bus driver. I'm speaking for the average person out there because I feel for them, because the bus drivers and the average person are what keeps these lights on here on the break.
Girl, he just called y'all average twice. DJ Envy literally just said, I'm speaking for the average person. DJ Envy just said, I'm speaking for the average person. That's exactly what he just said. DJ Envy just said, I'm speaking for the average person because the average person is the one who keeps the lights on. I'm speaking for the average person because the average person is the one who keeps the lights on. He done called y'all average 2 times within 4 seconds. So what's the tea? What's the tea? Girl. Listen, I'm not saying Eboni ain't classist or she ain't elitist, because I don't know. She probably is. But what I am saying is everybody in that room, for what they said, are millionaires. And DJ Envy was right along, girl, was the one, he was the one who was really calling y'all average. Oh, God. Ali, thank you so much. DJ speaks on lifting black people while married to a non-black woman. Because quiet as it's kept while you trying to get into Ebony's ass, DJ Envy, I looked up your family tree. Now, I'm not saying DJ Envy ain't black, but what I am saying by looking at your wives, your wife parents, and looking at your parents, is not.
They keep me booking shows.
Nobody is saying, first of all, this is not about you booking shows.
This is about how I feel. So when you shit on the people that
no, first of all,
ride with me,
Envy, you're dead ass wrong for framing it as me shitting
Dead
on
ass
it.
wrong.
First of all, I know it. First of all, I know it wasn't. I think what you're saying right now is irresponsible. I think what you're saying is irresponsible. Envy, I think what you are framing right now in this moment is highly irresponsible. Because I'm going to, if you listen, I'm going to tell you. Because if you were to listen to all of the full Yana interview, the full sidebar, the full episode of Holding Court,
He didn't.
Nowhere in any of that commentary did I say a cross or negative word about the working class of Black America, of America broadly, or Black men. I'm going to get to the why was my fiance. Look, Emmy, let me finish this statement.
You know what
I'm going to get to.
Just because you didn't mean to hurt somebody, just because you didn't mean to offend somebody doesn't mean you didn't hurt a community.
I can
say anything about somebody, but like, I didn't mean to hurt you. But if you hurt people, you hurt people. If people feel a way about you, they feel a way about you because those people that you talked about are the people that buy your books, that listen to this show, and that hurt.
Ebony, what about words like average?
DJ Envy would have had me up. Girl, I'm going to go ahead and say something. Ebony is not responsible for the way that you feel. Ebony is not responsible for what you hear. This is what's happening. Ebony said that I would date him if he owned the bus. And when she said that, that's when y'all started to say, Ebony said y'all niggas ain't shit. And Ebony is shitting on the bus drivers. Ebony ain't said none of that. So therefore, Ebony is not responsible for how the fuck you feel. Because she didn't say that. That's what you heard. But she didn't say that. So therefore, I hate to be mean, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Because your feelings are null and void because I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So how the hell are you mad about something that I didn't even say? And then you want me to sit here and be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings. I didn't hurt your feelings because I didn't say what the hell you trying to say that I said. Like, it really is crazy. Y'all want this woman to feel bad because you feel bad because you're saying that she said something that she did not say. Like, your feelings are completely wrong. I can't stand this bitch. Girl, why my best friend go? Shout out to Cupid. I'm not gonna say your name, sis. Shout out to Cupid H21. Sis, we going out tonight or not? Girl, don't be in my. Let me tell you something, bitch. Don't be on my live. Girl, this is my best friend, y'all. Y'all say hey to my best friend. I'm not gonna say his name, child. Girl, bitch, don't be hitting me up. Don't be interrupting my live. But thank you for the $20 though. Girl, this is the girl. Girl, since I got you on the line in front of all these people, it's 815 people. Hey, sis, you know that Louis Vuitton bag that I've been wanting? Can you go ahead and buy that for me? Girl, I've been asking you to buy me that bag for 3 years, and you've been telling me, fuck no, get out your face for 3 years. But I figured since you in the comment section now, girl, in front of all our family and friends, girl, you could go ahead. And girl, go ahead and just bless, girl, your sister with that Louis Vuitton bag. Are you gonna cuss me out when you see me, girl? Stop asking, girl. Somebody stop asking, cause he ain't gonna buy it. Cause he ain't gonna buy it. Cause stop asking, cause he ain't gonna buy it. Girl, I've been asking for that bag for 3 years. Girl, I still ain't got that bag. Thank you, sis, for the $20. Girl, I don't know, girl. Girl, see, now I gotta talk. Girl, I don't know. Girl, you not. Girl, I ain't got nothing to wear. I ain't got nothing to wear. I ain't got my hair cut. That's why I got this thing on my head. I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir. And I'm working too, girl. I'm at work, so I don't know. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the thing, y'all.
Mediocrity, typical, and the bigotry of low expectations. I think those are the words that hurt the working.
You can sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that buy your books and follow you and support you.
You asked me to be quiet. Y'all, please. Y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement.
DJ Envy would have had, when I tell you I would have been hotter than fish grease. Because I'm going to tell you why, because what DJ Envy tried to do was play on Ebony's intelligence and also play with her pockets. DJ Envy would have gotten cursed the fuck out as soon as that goddamn show would have ended. And I would have told him to politely delete my telephone number out of your phone. How dare you get your black ass on this goddamn radio station, girl, fucking with my money, saying some shit like, these are the people who support you. And you gonna shit on them like that? You gonna shit on them like that? Girl! But I said I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Let me say something. Okay, let's keep going, and then I'm gonna give y'all an example of what I mean.
I understand you
And
have
now
a
that you
feeling
talked for
about
22
it.
minutes, and I just spoke for 60
But
seconds.
she is here to talk to us.
I know, but I'm just saying, I just spoke for 60 seconds.
We got ours off already. Let Ebony talk.
I'm just returning what she said.
Go ahead,
Don't act like I didn't let her speak. She spoke for 22
Absolutely.
minutes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let her talk. Don't do that. Let her go. Go ahead.
So, Envy, this is where we're different. My primary focus and goal when I do what I do in the world is not to protect feelings. I'm going to be candid with you. I understand, and it's clear from the energy that there is an emotional attack that you felt was on Black men, the working class, and Black America. I'm going to hold the space for the hurt feelings around that. But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of Black Americans is not serving us. I'm going off of the data and the facts. That is, I am not okay, and I don't think it's okay that the vast majority of Black Americans, again, overpopulate, disproportionately occupy spaces that are not ideal, that make us vulnerable. I talked about the COVID, that make us vulnerable to death, disease, maternal health, all the things that y'all all talk about on this show every day. Now, if y'all are okay with the current positioning of Black America, that we are the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. And let's just stop talking now and keep on going about our business. Envy, I'm not okay with it. So that is why I said what I said about addressing the bigotry of low expectations. It's the bigotry of low expectations is the reason why I have to submit that Black men are now going to HBCUs and college and generally at half the rate of Black girls and women. I don't think that's okay.
Shouldn't we address the system that put us in these positions?
We are addressing the system, but first we have to name it, Charlemagne. See, that's where people's feelings are getting hurt. It's the fact that I am naming it. I am saying that it is not okay to bring C's and D's to your home and then expect to go on to higher education and acquire a higher skill set. And when you say that, that is hurtful to people, Envy. I'm acknowledging the pain. But somebody has got to start telling the truth to our people. And some of y'all wonder why you get the political representation y'all get, because some folks would rather hear things that make them feel good than understand and hear the things that are the truth. So let's talk about average, mediocre, and typical, because a lot of people felt a way about it. Well, I looked it up.
Cause she turned y'all hoes up. When I tell you, baby, Ebony is turn y'all up, I said, God damn. I said, bitch. Bitch, I felt hit for a second. I said, shit. God damn. When I tell you Miss C was turning y'all asses up, I said, God damn. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait. I said, shit. Yeah. Ooh. And girl, DJ Envy over there. This woman up here, girl giving facts, and DJ Envy over there talking about what the fucking comment section say. That's why some girl like, girl, if I was Ebony, I would have said, girl, let's end this conversation. Girl, let's end this conversation. Because you talking about the fucking shade room comment section, and I'm bringing you numbers and stats, girl. Girl, get the fuck out of my face. Girl, we are not about to have this conversation. I'm not about to sit here and argue with, girl, the goddamn shade room comment section. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, wait, girl, this is funny. All right, y'all, let's keep on going, y'all.
I did the service of pulling it up out of Merriam-Webster, so this is not Ebony shitting on anybody, Envy. This is simply to say when you do something average, by definition, it is of typical value. It is normal and it is standard. When you are regular, normal, acceptable. When you are mediocre, that would have people real hot. It means ordinary, medium, commonplace, and moderate.
And the bigotry, don't forget the bigotry of low expectations.
I'm gonna get to that. That's an academic study. Okay, so those of you that think that's George W. Bush, go do your reading. Go do your reading. But let's talk about those words, Charlemagne. Nothing in there says you ain't shit. Nothing in there says it's bad or low or beneath.
They've applied the negative connotations.
That's a projection, and I'm not gonna stand for it. Because you need to be honest with the actual semantics in which we're talking about. So when you say regular, hardworking, everyday people, Charlemagne, that is rhetorically not any different than me saying average, mediocre work.
It is not. I'm sorry. There is no difference in when DJ Envy calls y'all average to when Ebony K. Williams says that, this might be average, that might be mediocre, versus girl, what's her name, sitting here saying calling y'all regular everyday people. What's the fucking difference? They calling y'all average. She at least talking about, girl, the skill set. She talking about the skill set. DJ Envy right out calls y'all the average people that make the world go round. Charlemagne calls y'all regular everyday people.
Charlemagne, that is rhetorically not any different than me saying average, mediocre work.
I
Not the
disagree because those
individual.
words can be weaponized, just like the word basic has been
Okay,
weaponized.
I
I can call y'all basic. I can call y'all basic
But
D's and
that's what
y'all
I'm
be
saying. But there's a
upset.
negative connotation.
You
It's
call
fine.
me mediocre, I'm out the room.
But it's fine. But also,
See, I made a whole
negative.
song called I don't want no
But
mediocre.
also, we've done that with the N-word. We've done it with the word whore. There's negative connotations to a lot of words, and if someone calls it to you, I get that. But
We
even with
reclaiming the
well,
word whore. You
get
were
it.
talking about something
No,
totally
But
different.
what I'm saying is,
Nobody is reclaiming
when she
average
brought
and
up-
mediocre.
Even when she brought up C's and D's in school, academically, a C says you're average.
That's exactly
I
what
don't
it
know.
means.
I don't know.
I don't know why y'all playing this game. I don't know why y'all playing this game. A C and a D, if you brought a C and a D home, whether it was in, girl, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, girl, that means average.
That's a problem being average.
Because people,
if you're okay accepting
Mandy,
C's.
I'm going to
Because I
tell
don't think
you.
essential workers are average. I don't think
First
essential
of all,
workers are
Charlamagne,
average.
let me finish this statement
I don't think
because
Uber
part
drivers,
of,
bus drivers, I don't think any of those people are average and mediocre.
I'm not saying that the people are average. So let's slow
I
it
don't think
down.
the job is average.
The job is average.
I don't think
the
so.
job is average by definition.
The
It
job
says
is
that
average.
most people can do it per the skill set. It also speaks to the income it commands. It speaks to scarcity and demand.
So what
That's
about
what we're talking
people that are
about.
holding college degrees that have to drive Uber right now because
They're
can't
doing
get-
mediocre work. So Weezy, let me be very clear as to what I.
Y'all want Ebony to walk it back, and she not walking it back. Let me just say something, because I don't want anybody to think that I don't realize what's going on. I used to work in retail. Okay. I worked at Macy's. I worked at Zara. I worked at Nordstrom, and at Nordstrom, I worked in logistics. The truth of the matter is, I don't consider myself mediocre. I don't consider myself average nor basic. However, the position that I was in, the position that I was taking up space in, it was a very mediocre, average, basic position. If you were 18 years or older, you could have applied for my job. So I think that sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. But the truth of the matter is, there are some of us out there who are working, have worked jobs where the truth is, it's just an average, basic, mediocre job. And I had to get to the point, I'm getting older, my life is not going the way that I wanted to go. I need to start making some changes. So what are you gonna do, Rodney? Girl, what you gonna have to do something. So I was like, okay, girl, maybe you can just start to look into management. And then you could kind of like become a manager, become a district manager, girl. You could potentially probably make up to $200,000, girl. That's gonna be your life. So I'd already put in my head of what the plan was gonna be for me. Because this is not gonna cut it. But I also was doing YouTube too. And you know, even with YouTube, girl, anybody can start a YouTube page. Girl, everybody right now here watching can start a YouTube page right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, does one have to kind of have some luck on their side and a little bit of personality? Okay. Okay. It's the personality for me. And patience. Girl, you know, I'm not trying to make nobody emotional because you know I start crying. Y'all know I've been drinking, child. Y'all know I start crying in a heartbeat. But all I'm saying is sometimes it is a hard pill to swallow. And I think that some of you really, really are pissed off. It takes a certain skill set to even do YouTube. That is the truth. It does. Everybody can start a YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean that, that's basically what I was trying to say. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work out because it does take a certain skill set to do YouTube. But I just think it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people because they felt as though Eboni was calling them mediocre. When I'd never heard Eboni call anyone mediocre, she called the positions mediocre. She called the positions average. And the truth is, like I said, for me, the position that I worked was a very mediocre, average, basic job. That's just what it was. That's not to put it down because, girl, it did what it needed to do. But we can't sit here and act like, girl, it's not what it is. If anybody called people average, it was DJ Envy. I'm speaking for the average person. That's who calls y'all average. Charlemagne, the regular working everyday person. That's who calls y'all regular. So I just think that we need to start being honest about, we just need to start being honest about the spaces that we occupy, the positions that we're in. And, you know, either you're going to want to do better and strive to be better and strive to have more, or either you're just going to be okay with the position that you're in. And if that's what it is, then that's just what it is. Me, personally, I wanted more. And I still want more. I want a whole lot more. But I also know with me wanting more, it's going to take some work and time and patience, but I'm going to have to put in the work. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I made it through, honey. I thought I was going to cry, girl. Girl, I thought I was going to cry, girl. I'm so happy I didn't cry. All right. They wouldn't even ask Teddy Mellencamp, Katy Perry, Jennifer Aniston, Erica Jane if they would date a bus driver. So shut that mess up. Eboni was shitting on bus drivers' mediocrity. Thank you, oh hey nay. I mean, Eboni wasn't. She wasn't. That was nothing but girl, 100% projection. The stuff that DJ Envy was saying was so out of line, and I'm dead ass serious. If that's someone who had my telephone number in their phone, DJ Envy wouldn't have 2 words to say to me after that goddamn interview. Because the way you just tried to paint me in this interview is bullshit. The way that you sat here and tried to stroke these people and pacify these niggas by saying that I'm shitting on them, when I said nothing of the sort. And then you think that I should be responsible for their feelings over something that I didn't even say. I'm glad she didn't walk back shit. When I tell y'all the type of person, let me tell y'all something. When I say the type of personality that needs to be at the Breakfast Club, if they're a woman, needs to be an Eboni K. Williams. That's what I mean when I say I don't really, Angela Yee, she cute for a little, shout out to Funky I need a little yang around the house. But you need to be someone who can stand firm in your shit and go against these niggas. And someone like Eboni K. Williams is the person to stand firm in her shit and go against the whole goddamn room. So if they ever brought a woman onto the Breakfast Club, it doesn't have to be Eboni K. Williams. I would want it to be someone like this. You know what I'm saying? Who don't mind, who ain't missing words. Girl, I said what I said and I know what I'm saying. And if I gotta go against 6 people in the room, that's okay with me too. All right, let's keep on going, y'all. Sorry.
What I'm not saying, no, y'all got to listen to this. I am not saying that a piece of paper makes you a more valuable individual. I didn't say that. I don't believe that. I prove it to you. I let a lawyer go because when I was ready to go, where I was trying to go and vacation with him, sir, your particular way of practicing law did not allow provision and protection.
But I think what's the real question is, if C's and D's aren't good enough, and you're saying that a higher education, what I'm saying is you're saying a higher education also doesn't mean that, then what do they have to do to be excellent? Because I'm someone who did have C's, B's, A's. I own 3 businesses. I'm sitting here with all of y'all, and shit, we all make 7 figures. Maybe I'm on the lower end of this as a mediocre person. It's like,
you don't know what I make. I don't make that kind of money.
Why are you lying? He probably makes 8.
Listen, you couldn't talk about
But Weezy, did you hear about story about my mother? Weezy, she doesn't have a college degree. My grandfather didn't, but she never did it.
I did hear about
she
your
did.
mom.
Right, so she's not mediocre, not because, but when she drove that bus, she was doing mediocre work. We can call her up and she'll say that. And that is the frame.
But what do they have to do to surpass it then for you?
You have to do something, not for me.
But by
This
your
is for the
standards,
culture.
because if Charlamagne is saying it's not mediocre or average, and the people listening feel like they're not, by your
Okay, I
That's
just
a good
want
question.
people to
Because y'all keep wanting to make it about Ebony calling the person mediocre or average. Ebony is not talking about the person. She's talking about the position that you hold. Like I just gave an example earlier, girl. I know it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, girl. But when I was working at Nordstrom and as a member of the web team, girl, you had to be 18 years or older to work my position, girl. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It was a very basic, mediocre, average position. Girl, it is what it is. Like I said, bitch, we not average, we not mediocre, and we not basic. So we gonna strive for more in life. At least I know the fuck I am. Okay. Girl, how the fuck I'm gonna get to my penthouse in the sky? Girl.
stand on it. I want people to stand on it. If you are a person, and we're talking about Black America, and you feel as if you have maxed out your skill set, whether it's in the classroom or when you wake up in the morning and do whatever it is that you do, then God bless you, and I support and love you. I'm talking to Black people that I know have a potential skill set that is untapped. So that's the difference.
Like me. Hey, okay? Like you. I knew that I had the potential. I wasn't maxed out. I'm still not maxed out. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you are in a position where, like, girl, it is what it is. Because I'm not maxed out. I have the potential. I just have to put the work, girl, behind it. Okay, let me read the super chats. Thank you. Oh, hey, Nate. I would have flipped the question on Iyanla. In your 40s, would you date a bus driver? Iyanla is established, so of course she would date that ninja now. Thank you, FM. When KS, shout out to Miss Kevin. When KS said that woman was average at best, the Black community ate it up, but the bus drivers deserve an Ebony Williams. Bye. Exactly. Didn't Envy get mad at what's his name, Desus and Mero because they said his wife was with him because of his money? Why Ebony can't have more as well? The delusions. Come on, the diva! Shout out to Erica De Niro TV. And Black women are out here getting higher degrees, getting certifications, owning businesses, owning homes, trying to achieve an above average lifestyle, and the men aren't measuring up.
Between mediocre and exceptional. Not the piece of paper, not even the income. It's, are you complicit and complacent in what you are doing currently, or are you willing to go above and beyond and do the thing that most people won't do by definition? We see that's where exception lies.
could be the nurse that drives.
There we go. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started to get complacent, and I had to check out of that, snap out of that shit real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, girl, this is not gonna be your life. Girl, this is not gonna be your life. This is not gonna be your life, girl. You got so much more in you, girl. Anyways, let's keep on going.
Uber on the side. I think that's why
Look,
I'm
my
like.
father was a military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a police
So he was
officer.
exceptional. Your father was
My
exceptional.
mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they do to get their
What you
kids through
said
all
is
this
so
stuff.
different than what
And
I'm talking
and
about.
I am the same with them. And I am the same.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all start bringing your mamas and grandmamas and not. My grandmama ain't mediocre. My mama ain't mediocre. Girl, nobody said nothing about your mama. Nobody said nothing about your dad. I think girl, nobody said nothing about your grandmama. Nobody said nothing about your daddy. Ain't nobody said nothing about your brother. Ain't nobody said nothing about your uncle.
That is It's
And the
just
difference- and
not
the difference-
intellectually
And
honest
the
what you're
difference is
doing.
what you said is, oh, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the same thing without putting people down.
I'm not putting people down. I'm being very
I
honest.
think you are, and
be-
people have been saying, I don't think you're listening. Like, as much as you talk, you're not listening to what people
I'm
are saying.
listening. I'm
You're
not bothered by that, though.
You're
I'm not
because
going to
people
be
are hurt
shamed.
and they have opinions. Just like
I
you
am
have
not
your
go-
opinion, you can't talk over people and not let people talk.
But you also interrupting me,
I'm
Envy.
not. I was talking. You keep talking to me. I let you speak, and then I just thought.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being invited to a show to do an interview and then the person who's supposed to be asking the question is telling you that you're talking too much? Girl, let me repeat that again. Can you imagine being in an interview where the interview really is supposed to be about you and the person that's supposed to be asking the questions is telling you that you're talking too much? What the fuck? Girl, what the hell? Girl, like, what is she talking about, girl? Girl, what you mean she's talking too much, girl? That's the whole purpose of her coming down to the show. I mean, girl,
Talking.
You got it.
I just started talking. I let you speak, and I waited for you to be quiet, and I started talking. You heard something that you didn't like, and you cut me off. That's how it just
But because once you start
No,
being
now-
intellectually
There you
dishonest,
go. Now the end, you go ahead.
Now,
No,
come
that's
on,
exactly what
let's keep
happened.
it. Let's keep it.
No, but if
keep it
I
cool.
give somebody the platform to speak, and I let you speak, then I speak. And you have to listen just like I listen. Just like with Weezy and Mandy, when they speak, I listen.
bitch, I would have been, when I tell you, bitch, I swear to God, DJ Envy would have had, girl, maybe I'm sensitive. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I'm too sensitive to be around DJ Envy, because when I tell you DJ Envy would have had smoke coming out of my asshole, my ears, and the bottom of my feet. Girl, I gave you a platform. Bitch, you ain't gave me shit. Bitch, matter of fact, girl, let me get my shit and go. Girl, interview was over. Y'all almost got me fucked up. Girl, you done already, girl, tried to fool with my money. Now you sitting here talking to me like I'm crazy, girl. I gave you a platform to speak. Girl, fuck you and fuck this platform. Y'all have been pissed. Y'all making me emotional, Rodney. This conversation, thank you, John the Gamer. This conversation with Eboni is actually really inspiring, but people aren't trying to understand her. They're really not. They're really not, because they're in their feelings. They're in their feelings instead of just accepting it for what it is.
It doesn't matter that we don't agree or disagree. We can have a conversation, but we got to respect each other in this
I
conversation.
agree.
I think
And
that.
part of that
I-
respect is being honest.
Yeah, I think the conversation is healthy. If you listen to the whole Ayanna interview, I get a better sense of what you're trying to say. But the doubling down is what.
You didn't even listen to the interview, Charlamagne. You already. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a whole bunch of lying. It's a whole bunch of gaslighting. It's a whole bunch of projection. Charlamagne the God, you said at the very beginning of the interview that you didn't even listen to the interview. You literally said at the beginning of the interview that you saw the clip online.
Me completely off.
What
Because
did you talk about?
it did sound like you was shitting on the working class.
I'm not shitting on the working class.
And if you weren't, I think you need to make that very clear.
Well, I've tried to make it clear with 3 different examples. I think y'all don't want to hear it. And that's okay, Envy. It's okay. Like you said, it's okay to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we can argue semantics back, because that's really, at this point, this is an argument around semantics. This is not around intention. This is not around feelings. Because we talked about the data. We've gone to the dictionary to define the words. Now it is,
I want to know where people heard, what video they saw where they took away that she was shitting on average people or bus drivers. I would want to know, where did y'all hear that? Because I didn't hear that in nothing she said.
you said, but this is how it made me feel.
So what is Eboni K. Williams trying to say?
I am saying plainly, Charlamagne, that I believe in maximizing skill sets for Black Americans. I believe in ownership, entrepreneurship, and multiple streams of income as a way tethered to our liberation as Black people who were brought here in chattel some 16, 19 years. And if that makes you feel a way, maybe it's time to do something about it. That's all, and many people are. So when Envy talks about this example of his father being in law enforcement and being a business owner and doing 3, 4 things on top of that, that is nowhere near mediocrity. That is called exceptionalism. That is called a black man availing himself to his highest calling and skill set. He talks about his mother and what she did. That is not mediocrity. By the way, there's nothing wrong with mediocrity. By definition, it's not bad nor good, it's mediocre. It is typical and it is regular. But if you are looking for me, if anybody is looking for me to put out a permission slip for people that look like me and come from where I come from, which is the diaspora, around average is good enough, medium is okay, just do enough to get by. No, I'm not going to make that soft place for you to land.
Well, to Weezy's question, what is exceptional then?
It's very simple. Y'all keep acting like it's hard. Anything that goes above your minimum skill set.
I really hate this. This is horrible because, girl, it's like Charlamagne just keep asking questions to like kind of like aggravate her and agitate her and piss her off. Girl, like DJ Envy had already come into this interview with his mind already made up. For those who watched the interview, if you saw DJ Envy and his energy, it was very much so he wasn't even listening to anything Ebony was saying because his mind was already made up off the comment section that's what the problem was. I'm with Ebony K. Thank you so much. Black men telling black women to lower our standards when half of them don't even fuck with us anyway. Girl, you better say it. You better say it. All right, we almost done, y'all.
That's it. Whatever that is for you, that might be driving the Uber. Like I said, when my mother was driving the Charlotte Mecklenburg school bus and working for UPS at night and putting herself through beauty school, all in a means to advance her skill set so she could go do finger waves for 7 hours. And then when she realized, okay, I have a skill set on top of that, shout out to finger waves, okay? I don't want to stand on my feet doing finger waves 7 hours a day. I can do something different than that. She opened a child care facility. Then she opened another one, and then she bought tractor trailers, and then she had a fleet of trucks.
Did it bother you then when people brought up salary and money because you had a different point?
Yes, and that's
But
why
you
I said
did
it.
that in our interview though. You brought up salary. When you set the conversation, you talked about how
Along
women are
with
making
many
more
other
money than
things,
men,
and
how they're
ownership.
buying houses more than men.
And that's
So
ownership.
you set that table.
Yeah, but even when she's saying too in terms of salary, she's saying multiple streams of income at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is why, okay, he's a bus driver. Your father did multiple things and owned properties.
No, he didn't do multiple things. He was a mechanic. He only.
But even in the interview, like the way they're trying to frame it is though she brought up salary when Iyanla asked her about the bus driver. Like, Charlamagne, you shut the fuck up because you didn't even watch it. Like, I think that's the problem that I'm having, Charlamagne. You didn't even watch the interview. You didn't even watch the interview. So you don't really know what the fuck Ebony said. You saw a clip. And you're trying to take a part of the conversation when she was talking about women and, you know, going to school and getting higher education. You're taking, like, girl, that's you not, no. 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 Thank you. Was it Saba? Thank you so much. I know I just destroyed your name. Power, but this conversation is so important, raw, and a game changer to strive for excellence and higher. I want to have my own project management consulting business in Arabic, English, and Spanish. Come on. I think it's a great conversation, too, for those who are willing to be honest. I think that's part of the problem that Ebony was having with DJ Envy. Like, you're not being honest. Like, you're coming into this conversation saying that I shitted on someone when I did not shit on someone. You're coming into this conversation saying that I said something that I didn't say. You're coming into this conversation saying what you're saying based off of the comment section and how they felt. And so because they felt that way, that means that I must have said it. When I'm telling you I didn't say it, and you also don't know what I said because you didn't mind to listen to the podcast or even watch the interview. So quite frankly, you don't know what the fuck I said. You're just going off the comment section. Gonna say, baby, that is whack.
One thing at one time. He just worked
but then
overtime
only
to make sure.
Baby, thank y'all for the super chats. Yes, ma'am. Baby, thank y'all. I want to know why. Thank you, Ali. I want to know why other men of different races didn't jump on Ebony. Before the bus driver question, she said that she dated men across the color spectrum, but couldn't find a provider. It was only black men and their feelings. That's what I'm saying. Like what people don't realize is they're talking out of the both sides of their neck. Because if you are going to use the, I guess, girl, if you're gonna say that Ebony, all she dates is white men. Well, if all she dates is white men, and when she said that these men are not showing up as protectors or providers, and then she said, if he owned the bus, why is it that black men and black women were the ones to get pissed off? Like, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. Because again, if you watch the interview, she clearly said, I've dated across the color spectrum. And she said none of these men are showing up as like basically protectors or providers. But the only ones who got pissed off, the only people that got pissed off, I'm sorry to say it, and I've said it, I'll say it again, are black women and black men. And all that lady said is if he owned the bus. That's all she said. And again, based off of the fact that y'all started to attack her, she then came back in response to your attack. That's how this whole thing transpired. Thank you, Lynn. People lack comprehension skills and only want to hear what they want to hear. Ebony spoke facts with intelligence, not relying on the comment section, unlike DJ Envy. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Wanted to watch Power on Stars, but this combo. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's keep going. Okay, we almost done.
He didn't own no properties, nothing. My pops he didn't invest. He doesn't know anything about the stock market. I'm the first person in my family to invest in anything.
Okay.
Correct. He doesn't know anything about it. But I would also say that a lot of people in our communities don't have the opportunities that a lot of people do.
And Ebony, I don't think, Ebony, you're speaking enough to the disadvantages that black people face.
They don't have the advantages that
put us in
they don't have the
your
ability
words,
to get jobs. They don't have those abilities. They don't have those abilities that a lot of my white neighbors now have.
And which, to be fair, I went to, shout out to Evans High School in Orlando, Florida, 98% black, especially when I graduated in 2009. We had trades. So like literally it was a nurse.
You know what I don't like? I'm about to say something. I know it's probably going to be problematic, but I'm going to say it anyways. I don't like that y'all treat black women like white women. Listen to what I'm about to say. Hey! I don't like the fact that y'all treat black women like white women in the sense of acting as if they ain't been through shit, girl. Like they have managed to figure out a way to put themselves in positions where they are getting the education, where they are getting owning homes. But for some reason, y'all, it's like y'all have this conversation is like it's just black men, as if like Keisha is Karen. Keisha done had to go through some shit too. You know what I'm saying? But the way that y'all act is if like, and I know I'm sure it's probably different, but like y'all acting like these women ain't out of here going through shit and trying to get it how they live either. Does that make sense what I'm saying? A part of me feels like, oh, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A part of me feels like, this is coming from a black man, a part of me feels like that I'm gonna go ahead and say it, a part of me feels like some black men, some black people like to just sit and wallow in excuses. Girl, we know the history. We know that they got a 400 plus year head start. We know that. We know that. We know that. With that being said, what are you going to do to make sure that you can probably put yourself in a better position? And I feel like even though we know this stuff is real, we know this stuff is real. But at some point, it's like, girl, y'all don't think that we all grew up poor? You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of us, you know what I'm saying? But like, y'all don't think that we all kind of had like some of the same struggles? And I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like you have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, because I know everybody don't have boots and everybody don't have straps, okay? I'm just speaking for I feel like there are a certain group of people out there, not everybody. I feel like there are a certain group of black people out there who just want to complain, be the victim, and not necessarily try and do anything to like put themselves in a better position. That's not everybody's story. I'm just saying I think there are a group of people out there. It's kind of like, I feel like some black men, they love to play it's me against the world. And that may be, that has some truth in it, right? But it's also like, okay, what are you going to do to make sure that tomorrow is better than today? And that next week is better than this week? Because I can sit here and say, I wasn't born into the wealthiest family. I wasn't born into a family that had connections and access and resource. It's kind of like, you know how you can be born into a family and like you have all this childhood trauma and you probably had a real fucked up childhood, right? But at some point in life, you have to kind of become responsible for yourself. And even though someone can acknowledge that you probably had a horrible childhood, that girl at 30 and 40, you just can't keep going around here like not wanting to, you just want to acknowledge the problem but not try and fix it. Not to kind of go off into like some TV shit, but it's kind of like Marlo Hampton, right? Marlo Hampton from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Complete fool, complete mess, right? We all get that Marlo was in foster care. Marlo, didn't have the best childhood. But at some point at 40 and 50, it's like, girl, we get it. We get it that you went through stuff in life. But at what point are you going to start to try and like, okay, girl, this is what happened to me. Now, what am I going to do and try to fix the problem? And that's all I'm saying. It happened. It's fucked up. So what am I going to do to try and fix the problem? I didn't create the problem. This is not my fault. I didn't ask for this. However, these were the cards that I was dealt, like a lot of us, like a lot of black people. So how am I going to fix this problem? Am I going to continue to sit here and say, oh my God, this happened, or am I going to get my black ass in some therapy so I can get some fucking help? Am I going to go ask them hey, how do you sign up for classes at the local community college? Am I going to go ask them hey girl, how did you start that YouTube channel? Hey girl, when you said that you was out there, girl, making clothes and selling clothes, like what were you selling the clothes to? But I feel like there are people out there, especially black men, who just want to sit back, not do nothing, complain. The world is against me. And then that's when I think you have a certain group of black women who kind of swoop in and be like, they're after our men. You don't know how hard our men have it. Girl, we all got it fucking hard. We all got it fucking hard. But at some point, you're going to have to accept some fucking responsibility over your goddamn life. That's all I'm saying. And you can't be out here 40, 50, and 60, and 70 still talking about, well, girl, okay, girl, we get it. Bitch, we was all poor. Bitch, we all had to share a bed with somebody. You think I came from a rich family? Hell no. Did you come from a rich family? Okay. I was in public school just like some of y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with public schooling. That's all I'm saying. Again, it's not to try and act like, of course, because to try and erase or rewrite history, that's not what we're doing. It's not to acknowledge that, girl, these white folk had a 400 plus year head start on all of us, right? But again, like the example I used with Marlo Hampton, at some point, you can't be 40 and 50 talking about, oh my God, this is what happened to me as a child. Yes, we get it that it happened to you as a child, but bitch, if you don't go get some fucking therapy, because you want to walk around here, not to go off into Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you want to walk around here and talk to people crazy and do crazy shit, and then when somebody about to pop you in your fucking face, then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, you don't understand, I had it hard as a child. So then when you're not where you want to be in life, the first card that you pull is, oh my God, I'm a black man, the people are against me. Girl, we all niggas. You don't think we're going through the same fucking thing? The same way I had to get my shit together, bitch, you're going to have to figure out a way to get yours together too. I was not okay with doing what I was doing. That's why I had to try to figure out a game plan. I wasn't okay with it. And so I had to sit back and say, bitch, you're going to have to get it together. And that's just what it is. Anyways, child, let's go. We almost done.
The nursing program. It was cosmetology school. My mom believed in just going into the healthcare field, and then we had hospitality as another option. We're literally taught these are the jobs that are suitable for you as well at a very young age. I was about to go to be a CPA. Sure. I worked at a Big Four, worked at Goldman Sachs, worked at EY. Yes, yeah. I was unfamiliar.
Girl, I could literally, I'm sitting here thinking,
were available to me until I moved.
I could literally sit here and come up with every excuse. Well, my daddy wasn't around. I wasn't raised by a man. I was raised in a single mama household, single parent household, right? Then on top of that, not only, you know, I grew up in the fatherless home, but I'm gay, and the community turned their back on me. I could literally sit here and waddle and like sit here and just kind of like come up with all these things that have happened in my life, right? I felt like I done received support in high school. I felt like I done received support in middle school. That's why I just didn't do, you know, X, Y, and Z. That's why my grades were kind of average. Or either I can say, you know what, girl? Again, girl, the shit happened. It is what it is. Bitch, you're going to have to get it together.
To New York City. Yeah. Coming from Orlando, I didn't know I could be an accountant or what Wall Street was in finance. And so I do agree to that standpoint that we're not even given the scope of what our opportunities can look like.
Would those jobs be considered mediocre?
So I'm not even trying to play this.
We're just talking about
But let's let Eboni say her last words and get whatever she has to get out without interrupting, because you know we have to cut this up. No, we have to cut it up because it goes on.
No, understand. I will say this. To Eboni's point of our people not knowing, I agree with you, which is why I am so incensed and I'm so committed to having this conversation. Right now, if you single family homeowners, if you need a tree cut from your yard, that truck that's gonna cut it down is not cranking for less than $5,000.
That's right.
So we have to talk about those things. And so y'all can get stuck in mediocre and average and the terminology and your hurt feelings if you want to. I suggest you get out of those feelings and you start thinking about HVAC. You start thinking about heating and air. You start thinking about, oh, what would it look like to be an electrician and own my own business? And again, in ownership, not working for a salary job for somebody else unless that is your maximum skill set. So if you're somebody that says, hey, I don't want to take on the work, or I cannot take on the work of balancing the books and running the taxes and doing, got it, no problem. Then go do that.
So those aren't average jobs.
It's around your skill set. It's not about the job being average, it's your skill set. If you know that, if C and D, back to the academics, if that is your best, God bless you. I just know for a lot of us, that is the bigotry of low expectations. That is an academic social science study done by a man named Michael Gerber, okay? And it's important that we have expectations for our black children that start at the top, to Mandy's point earlier. That says, I see the best in you, I expect the best in you. If you fall short of that, let's look at why that is, and then we go about the business of black collaboration.
You told one big lie today.
What was that?
You are an entertainer. Because, to be honest with you, nothing you said in this moment was wrong, but the clip that you put
It
out,
was salacious on purpose.
there's no way, Ebony, because I believe you. I know you want better for us. I know that you're speaking from a place of honesty and love, but that clip was entertainment. And I think one can't exist without the other.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm not entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, I can see, because of course that's a part of my personality, it's a part of the nature of the work. That's my whole career path. When you see what you're describing, is I'm taking
I'm glad she didn't back down
intellectual
either.
capacity and I'm marrying it with personality and aesthetic packaging that is palatable for global consumption.
So basically, you kind of got to make them feel bad.
No, I don't have to make anybody feel bad. And, y'all can stay on that. Y'all can take that to the grave.
For them to read it, for them
No,
to watch
my
more.
intention was never for anybody to feel bad. But to Envy's point, intention means nothing. If I step on your toe and I didn't mean to, your toe still hurts. So I'm not debating intention.
Yeah.
I'm saying it might have been painful, regardless of my intention. And yet, how do we move on from it? Because again, I'm not preoccupied. I'm not going to not say what I believe and feel for the sake of feelings.
I want to say, how do you feel about the American dream? And what I mean by that is the American dream is the belief that anyone, regardless of where they were born or what class they were born into, can attain their own version of success in a society in which upward mobility is possible for everyone. So all of these jobs that we're talking about, that is those people's version of success. That is their American dream. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with them having
You
that?
know the answer. Nothing, Charlamagne.
Okay.
Nothing. Like, come on, we're talking circularly, to Envy's point. There's nothing wrong with that. I am simply, he said it, there are people that don't know what's possible. There are people that don't know, man, I would love to have a salon. What does that take? Well, let me start an LLC. Well, maybe I need to convert to an S corporation. Maybe I need to do this. And so when we are so caught up with feelings, because we don't want people to feel bad, we don't want to call out what people don't have access to or knowledge around, I think it's stagnant.
I think we all agree with that, and what Envy's saying and what everybody else is saying is you can say all of that, and that's true, without calling people average, mediocre, typical,
that's what
or
it
telling
is.
them they're stuck in the low expectations.
You know how I know
of
Ebony more
bigotry.
educated than me? If I am, y'all gonna ask me that question, I'd say, well, what do you look like?
Well, I
I just don't think there's a word that should be used to describe the work.
And I think I think per the dictionary.
It's so crazy because, girl, he said that's not the words. And maybe you shouldn't, but girl, that's the word that you use. You call them regular, everyday working people. You literally call them regular. If you call them regular, girl. And when Ebony brought it to your attention, you didn't deny that you said it. You just said it's not the same thing as what you said. Envy called the people average, and then 4 seconds later called you average again. I'm talking about the average person.
Per the dictionary and per the facts. So again, we spent 40 minutes talking about something that's very simple, and unfortunate that this is really where we landed, Charlamagne, because we're talking about personal projections around defined words. That's really what this whole, and that's why brother is nodding.
But you can
we
weaponize
had this
defined
conversation,
defined
But I'm not,
words.
but don't put that on me,
But
because I'm not
whether
weaponizing
you
it.
think you did or not, I told you I think you did.
Well, you can think whatever you want, Charlamagne.
And a lot of
I
other
know.
people did too.
I don't care what. It could be Jesus Christ thinking it. I know what I said.
because you don't listen.
You listen, but
I do appreciate the broader
you said you had to listen to Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
we thank you for
I appreciate the
great
platform, I
conversation.
really do. But let's be very careful that we are not so blindsided, stuck, and regressive in our feelings that we're not able to hear clearly the facts and the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ebony K. Williams.
That's it.
All right. Well, that was your rumor report too.
Bus driver gate continues.
The People's Choice Mix is next. We'll see you
Ebony
guys.
know I love her, man.
All right.
But we should do this more
It's
often.
just a conversation.
This should have happened last week, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Wake that ass up, girl.
And bitch, right then and there, I would have baby took that microphone off and cussed the fuck out of DJ Envy. Right then and there, as soon as they would have said it cut, bitch, I would have politely threw this microphone off and got the cussing. They ass is clean, the smooth, the fuck out. You hear me? Him and Charlamagne. That's exactly why Meg Thee Stallion didn't want to bring her ass down there, because she said she didn't feel safe amongst y'all niggas. Girl, ain't that the reason? Isn't that the reason why Meg Thee Stallion didn't want to come down to the Breakfast Club? We ought to have been hotter than fish grease. That's how I would have been pissed. Bitch, I'm too sensitive. Girl, I talk a lot of shit, but I'm too sensitive for shit like that. Bitch, I would have been cursing somebody smooth out. Girl, I'm not. Baby, we are not doing this. Girl, them niggas would have had to delete my telephone number. Girl, don't y'all ever say a fuck thing to me? Girl, if you see me walking down the street, bitch, act like you don't know me, walk on by. Do you hear me? Girl, them hoes couldn't have said shit to me. Bitch, I would have been pissed. Oh, Iyanla is an old pick-me Virgo like Beyonce. Oh, girl. But yeah, that was the interview. I just wanted to listen. I really wanted to listen to this interview, because I just thought I thought what Ebony was saying, it just kind of hit home for me. And I did. I'm not telling y'all, but I did sit back and just think about some stuff. It made me really, really sit back and just kind of like really think. I'm not as sensitive as some of y'all, though, girl. But it made me think about some stuff. And so I was like, you know what, girl, I want to listen to this interview together so we can listen. I'm here for Miss Ebony Williams. Again, I don't think that people are being honest in their commentary. I don't think that people were being honest in the stuff that they were saying online. I think that a lot of people were projecting. I don't think that people were being fair and honest about how this transpired. Y'all can't be hollering one day that girl, all she deal with white men. The white men wasn't attacking Ebony online, if we're gonna be honest about it. So if all she dated is white men, and the last man that she was dating didn't provide or protect her, then girl, how the fuck did y'all get involved in it? Girl, y'all be telling on y'all self and don't even know y'all be telling on y'all self. That's the gag. Y'all telling y'all selves without even that girl. Because ain't nobody even mention y'all asses. You mention your damn self. I said, baby, the way the girls was going, baby, the way y'all was going off in the comments, I said, girl, Ebony got y'all bitch. When I said Ebony had, baby, when I tell you Ebony had y'all heated down to the toilet. When I tell you, bitch, Ebony had y'all pissed. Girl, I said shit. Ebony had y'all heated. That's what DJ Envy like. DJ Envy, that was, and I love y'all to pieces. I do. But even some of y'all that were in my comments telling me that DJ Envy was eating Ebony up, Even when I was reading the comments on the Breakfast Club, some people were saying that DJ Envy was not eating Ebony up. DJ Envy came into a goddamn interview reading the comments from the blog. Girl, how are you gonna sit there and compare this to a woman who's spitting out numbers? DJ Envy came to the interview with, girl, screenshots from the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talked, and Hollywood Unlocked. And you have the nerve to sit here and say that he was speaking facts and he was maybe getting Ebony together with the comments from the Shade Room? Girl, that's it? You ain't got nothing else to back up what you saying? You ain't got no data? You ain't got no data? You ain't got nothing? If Ebony really wanted to disrespect DJ Envy, she really could have. That would have been the real gag. That's the real gag. If Ebony really wanted to tear DJ Envy to shreds, DJ Envy probably would have beat the shit out of Ebony if Ebony really wanted to say what the fuck she wanted to say. Girl, can you imagine writing the paper? Can you imagine writing the paper and listen your reference? Can you imagine writing the paper and listen your references as the Shade Room? Girl, that's exactly what DJ Envy did, girl. DJ said, DJ Envy put the Shade Room. Who's your references? What's your works cited page? Girl, what's your works cited page? My works cited page is the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and the Neighborhood Talk. Girl, bye. Girl, gone. And like I said, and I'm going to stand on this and then I'm going to go. Y'all who support the Breakfast Club, you ought to be pissed off. And I'm going to repeat it, and I'm going to repeat it again. Y'all ought to be pissed off that DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God have this humongous platform. And the way they decided to handle Eboni K. Williams in this interview without doing a lick of research. A lick. Couldn't even watch a 25-minute interview with Iyanla. You got Ebony sending over data to Charlamagne the God for him to look over. And he didn't even have enough decency to even go listen to that lady's podcast or listen to the interview with Iyanla. I've also saw people say that Angela Yee was the one who would listen to folks' music and read books before the guests came onto the show, because that's what you're supposed to do. Like I also said, for the people who support YouTubers, how would y'all feel if we came down here and we reviewed the Real Housewives of Atlanta and girl, we based our whole goddamn commentary off of the comments on the goddamn Shade Room? I know for a fact I watch these shows sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And I know for a fact other YouTubers do it. Whether you agree with our opinion or not, the point is, girl, we still try and do the work before we come down here and waste y'all fucking time. How would you feel if all I did was say, okay, girl, let me just go to the comment section. Oh, girl. Oh, that's what happened? Hey, y'all, this is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So they say Marlo said, and they say Kenya said, you ain't did a lick of nothing. And down here just loud and wrong. Liberia Rose, We see why Yee quit, okay? Can you imagine that environment? Yikes. I kind of believe her now, girl, Quadis. Ain't that sad? Thank you, the AJ Effect. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank y'all so much for the super chats. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's just whack to me. It's very whack. It's irresponsible. It's ghetto as fuck. And the truth of the matter is, the way that they operated in this interview, girl, and showed their skill set was very much mediocre and basic. If I can sit my black ass over here, if I can sit here, and like I said, I don't want to act like I don't know how this works sometimes. Yes, it is true for the people who just came in. Yes, it is true that, girl, sometimes we get on the Shade Room, all True Tea, the blogs. They post a video, 30 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds, and then we kind of like make a hot topics video off of that. Yes, that is true. But a situation like this, well, we're not talking about no goddamn Marlo versus Candy. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about some real shit. If I can sit my ass down and listen to the Breakfast Club interview in its entirety and also watch the Iyanla interview, then why the hell can't Charlamagne and DJ Envy? I listened to it while I was driving. I think it's whack. I'm sorry. Y'all ought to feel bamboozled. Who was it? Bamboozled all the way around, child. Because ain't no way them niggas can say shit to me. You ain't even watch. You ain't even listen to the interview, girl. Go on. It is what it is, child. See, I didn't even know about the podcast. Girl, it's a mess. But I'm not mad at Eboni. I'm really not. I didn't think she was wrong. They showed their below average skill set. They really did. They really, really did. DJ Envy was acting like a C word. There, I said it for everyone. Thank you, Manny235. Thank you, Stephanie. They could have played the interview while doing the morning routine. Exactly. Girl, play it while in the shower brushing your teeth, washing their face. Hell, try. Girl, in real life, and I'm not saying this just because you said it. Girl, I was literally listening to Eboni on the Breakfast Club in the shower because I was going to go pick my nieces up from school and take them to gymnastics. So I was listening to the interview in the shower, and then when I was on the way to their school to pick them up, I was listening to the interview in the car. It's really not that hard. I get they have a whole different life, and I know they have more jobs and all this stuff, but girl, if it's part of your job to also make sure you're prepared for an interview. That is your job. That is your job. Your job is to make sure you're prepared. So if you got to listen to it while you shitting and showering, you better get it out of the way. If you got to listen to it while your driver is driving you to the Breakfast Club building, you better listen to it. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, POB Naturally. We all know I'm just getting by ninjas, so do they. Especially if you're offering commentary. Now, if you're just going to sit there and not say nothing, then that's fine. But if you're going to be the last, but how you going to, bitch? How you going to be the loudest one? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Let me ask y'all a motherfucking question. How you going to be the loudest one in the room? DJ Envy? And bitch, you ain't even did shit. How you the loudest one in the room? You ain't listened to one guy, you only listen to one damn clip. Girl. Talking talking about the people in the comment section. Girl, what? Girl, the people in the comment section. Girl, let me tell y'all something. Girl, not to go back. Girl, I'm about to go back. Girl, I'm about to go backwards. I'm about to go backwards. When I was watching Real Housewives when I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac season 5, girl, I did not base my commentary off of the comment section. Girl, the majority of the people in the comment section were saying the same thing. It was a handful of us on this side and most of everybody on this side. I based my commentary off of what happened on my TV screen. So maybe DJ Envy probably would have had a change of heart if he just would have at least listened to Eboni explain. If he would have at least listened to the commentary that was available from the podcast. Or if he would have at least watched the interview with Iyanla. When I tell you, bitch, when I tell you, bitch, I gotta let this while. Bitch, when I tell you, bitch, girl, when I tell you the way y'all been bringing up y'all granddaddies, hold up, girl. Girl, the way, hold up. Baby, the way y'all been bringing up y'all granddaddies. And for the new people who may not know, I'm sitting on the floor because I ordered a new couch and my couch ain't came in yet. So that's why I'm sitting on the floor. But girl, the way, girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm about to be messy. Oh, I don't want y'all to get mad at me. Please don't get mad. Please don't get mad at me. 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 Okay, baby, the way y'all been bringing, I said, bitch. The way y'all been bringing up y'all big daddies and y'all grandpapas and y'all mamas and y'all grandmamas who drove the bus, girl, I said, goddamn. Girl, why is we talking about y'all granddaddy who had to drive a bus in 1965? Girl, like, why is we talking about your granddaddy? My granddaddy provided for me. Girl, my husband is a bus driver and he got good benefits. Yeah, I said, bitch. Girl, what? Girl, y'all bringing y'all husbands into it, and girl, y'all bringing up the fact that y'all live a good life, Savannah, and girl, I was over here like, girl, what is going on? Girl, why is everybody bringing up their daddies and their granddaddies and the fact their husband is a bus driver? Girl, I was so confused. I was like, bitch, y'all need to get it together. I was like, bitch, when I started seeing y'all get online talk about, girl, my husband got good benefits. What's wrong with a bus driver? They got good benefits. As if bitches ain't got their own benefits in 2023. Like, girl, y'all be thinking we in 1960. Girl, y'all be thinking we in 1950 or some shit. What's wrong with a bus driver? They got good benefits. You don't think Eboni K. Williams got her own fucking benefits? Like, you don't think that Eboni K. Williams got her own goddamn benefits? That's what you're using? You don't think Eboni got some type of retirement plan set up? Girl. I said, girl, the people is crazy, man. Oh, wait. What I said, I was over here cackling. Girl, cackling, girl. I didn't understand it. Girl, I said, girl, y'all, what I said, baby, the people were upset. When I tell you upset, I ain't never seen y'all bring so many grandmamas and mamas into the conversation. Girl, I ain't never seen y'all bring so many mamas and grandmamas into the conversation. All y'all was mad because y'all felt like Eboni was attacking your husband. Y'all feel like Ebony was attacking your grandfather, who was a bus driver for 60 years and took care of his family. I said, ooh, girl. I said, ooh, girl. I said, girl, okay. I won't. Good. I want to read a tweet. Hold up. Oh, somebody left me a, Thank you, Iverson Money. Dame Dash, with the white fiance, always preaches ownership and being the boss on their show. They weren't arguing with him. Because they full of shit. I think I have it. Oh, I didn't. Let me read this. All right, I want to read a tweet. Diva, I'm about to read a tweet from you. Hey, girl. This is what Diva had to say on the down to the social media. Y'all be so quick. Y'all listening? Y'all be so quick to call someone basic in an attempt to insult them. You've assigned a negative meaning to being basic and regular. Now, Ebony says her standards require you to be above average. Now y'all saying there's nothing wrong with being basic. Make your minds up. Let me read it again. Y'all be so quick to call someone basic in an attempt to insult them. You've assigned a negative meaning to being basic and regular. Now, Ebony says her standards require you to be above average. Now, y'all saying that there's nothing wrong with being basic. Girl, that's what I said, baby. Y'all be all over the place. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. 1 minute, girl, 1 minute is wrong to be basic. The next minute it's okay to be basic. Girl, 1 minute all she dated is white men, but girl, y'all swore up and down she was attacking black men when all she said was if he owned the bus. But y'all said all she dated is white men. So if all she dated is white men, why y'all niggas is hollering the most? Because the white men, they ain't saying shit. They ain't saying shit. Oh, God. It is what it is, child. It is what it is. It is what it is. Girl, next week, we're not talking about Ebony no more. Girl, we might, because, girl, the way y'all, man, we might, girl. She's still in the blogs. Y'all be killing me. That's why I don't know, for some of their, it's like when people try and act like, I've said this before, not to go too far off into the left. It's kind of like when people swear up and down, I grew up in the hood. I grew up on MLK. But the first thing that y'all do is when you get a little bit of money is get your shit. Sometimes you leave your shit. Girl, sometimes you only take the clothes on your back and move to an affluent black neighborhood or with the white people. But still want to holler and scream, I'm from the hood. Girl, you don't even live in the hood, girl. As soon as you got a little bit of money, you got your shit and left. You didn't stay. You didn't stay. You got your shit and left. You got DJ Envy down to the goddamn Breakfast Club talking the shit he talking, but then he's also removing his kids from public school and putting them in a school that's a private education, looking down on public education. That's the only way, what y'all say he said, that's the only way his kids gonna become millionaires. You really think that DJ will be okay if one of his daughters walk into a house with a bus driver? Girl, y'all don't want to say it because y'all think it sounds mean. That's what it is. We do need to buy Ebony's book. Y'all don't want to say it because it sounds mean. And y'all think it's kitchen table talk, and maybe it is. My thing coming undone. I'm just saying, y'all. It is what it is. There's too many feelings. Girl, I'm sensitive. Like, I'm a sensitive person, but I'm not sensitive like that. Like, I'm really not. Girl, I'm sensitive to the point where if I was Ebony, bitch, that whole goddamn building would have been on fire. That's the sensitive I am. I'm not sensitive. Believe it or not, I'm not sensitive when I hear conversations about black men. I'm a black man. Because I really do, one of the things I pride myself on is living in reality. Like I said before, girl, it's a hard pill to swallow, girl. I worked at the mall. That was an average mediocre position. Nobody wants to say it. I don't think I'm average or mediocre. But the truth of the matter is the position I was in was average and mediocre and basic as fuck. It is what it is. But I don't get upset. I don't get upset when I tune into folks' commentary and what they're saying about, if they might be saying something about black men. Because girl, I know the difference between truth and a lie. Girl, I do. And if I feel like you tell the truth, it's kind of like, girl, it is what it is. Girl, you really told the truth. You know, I'm ready for my couch to come. Let me see if this whole done shipped out, y'all. Hold up, let me see. Let me check. I know it's shipped. I know it's shipped. Let me see if they let me see where it's at. Hold up, because it already shipped. It just hasn't made it. See, they said that, what's oh god. Let me see. Track your package. Yeah, it still say shipped. It say shipped May the 2nd. That's all it say. They haven't provided a date and time that it's going to be delivered. Ugh. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you so much for the cash out. Anyways, child. That's all I really had to say, y'all. That's it. The reason why I think she went to the Breakfast Club is because the Breakfast Club is a big place. I mean, she said it. Like, girl, compared to where she works and compared to like Revolt Black News, the Breakfast Club gets the views. So she could have went to Angela Yee, but I think for Ebony, she wanted a bigger audience. Now I don't know, bitch. I'm so pissed off. I'm about to get pissed off. Bitch, I would have been like, bitch, I would have had to write, bitch, hold the fuck up. DJ Envy, I don't know that shit you just pulled, bitch, I would have been pissed off. But I would have been hot as soon as the cameras turned off. I don't know the fuck shit. You think you gonna pull with me? Girl. Y'all niggas better not ever say shit to me. But y'all would have been pissed. Bitch, pissed. Girl, what if I would have been up? I would have been on fire in that office, girl. Oh, I would have been on fire. Oh, I would have been so mad. Oh, I know I would have been mad. Like, I know I would have been pissed off. But I would have been pissed. Oh, I would have been so upset. I really would have been. And then we're supposed to be cool. Like, we might not be friends, but girl, we got each other's numbers. You know what I'm saying? We might not go out to dinner, but girl, you got my like, we cool. Oh, I would have been upset. I don't know how I really would have been pissed off. Them hoes will never see my face again down to the Breakfast Club. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm. Might as well have me fucked up. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Before we leave, can y'all please, Envy didn't have all that smoke with Birdman or Dame Dash. Girl, that's what I be saying. Like, y'all, can I say something? And I'm gonna be done with it. Y'all really be out here on some. Girl, Envy did try it. Envy tried it, but I think Envy tried it. That's what I'm saying. I know situations that I can handle, and I know situations that I can't handle. That would have been one of those situations that I would have been highly upset afterwards. It probably would have gotten to the point where they probably would have had to end the interview. Cause there ain't no way in hell DJ Envy would have sat there and tried to say some shit. You just shitting on people. Hold up. Girl. And you trying to come from my pockets too? These are the people who buy your book. Oh girl, that's where we going with this? That's where you taking this? Girl, bitch. This thing would have me pissed off. This thing would have me pissed off. I don't know how I know how I would have been pissed off. I know how I would have been pissed off. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Girl, they said the bus driver. Girl, I don't know, child. Let me shut up. Girl, let me shut up. Girl, some of y'all was in the comment section saying that y'all make 200. I'm telling y'all, go look at the comments. It was one black woman who said her daddy make $160,000. It was another black man who said that he make 200,000. The people were saying that bus drivers make 200,000 and 130 and 160,000. Now, like I said, girl, you know, I tried to do my little research. Girl, listen. Everybody take out their phones. Come on. Everybody take out their phones. Let's go. Hold on. Let's look it up, because I don't know. Okay, bus driver salary. This is for Houston. $11 to $24. I got $24K to $54K, $24K. For a Metro bus driver, it can be anywhere from $24K to $51K. A school bus driver on Glassdoor, it says $32K to $60K. Now that's just a quick 1-2 search. Bus driver San Francisco, because I saw a black guy who said that he made $200,000 in San Francisco. Hold up. Okay, San Francisco, it says $41K to $66K, $22 to $39 an hour, $33 to $67K. A school bus driver, $30K. Like, girl, I'm just saying, girl, I'm not trying to be funny, girl. I'm not trying to be funny, But I'm just telling y'all, like, I don't know where y'all making $200,000 to drive a bus, because, bitch, if that was the case, bitch, we'll all be in line. You know what I'm saying? I just said, girl, if y'all be like her making $200,000 to drive a bus, bitch, sign me up. Bitch, I'll be swearing. Bitch, if y'all hoes out here making $200,000, you need to tell us where you work at. Because, bitch, if that's the case, bitch, who gonna be, girl? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Girl, the wheels on the bus go. Y'all be quiet back there. Look, James, sit down. I'm gonna tell your mama and your daddy. The wheels on the bus go. Keisha, I see you. Keisha, why every time? Keisha, sit down. I'm telling your mama. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. You looking in the mirror to make sure the kids is doing right. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Girl, if you driving Metro, so let's say you driving Metro, you're not even driving a school bus, you driving Metro, the city bus, right? The little kids get on the bus every day after school. 200,000. I said, bitch, girl, where you work at? Girl, bitch, 200,000. Girl, let me see. Let's do some quick math, y'all. What's that? Bitch, that's $16,000 a month to drive a bus? Girl, you gotta show me some stuff. Oh, girl, who's that boss lady? Boss lab Eboni, girl. You got to show me some stubs. Girl, I need your last three pay stubs. Girl. I need to see your W-2. I need to see your W-2, and I need to see your last three pay stubs. Because I need to know where the hell y'all work at where you could drive a bus and make $200,000. Now, I know somebody said, thank you for the comment, Nakia. I know somebody said in the comments that like their grandfather, who I think drives the NYC subway, makes like 100 and something thousand, right? But I also think you have to take into account too, like it's New York. So I could see it. Could I see it? I could see it. Girl, bitch, we'll be on that bus driving, girl. Girl, I be cheesing. Bitch, I make $16,000 a month. All I gotta do is whip this bus around, baby, please. Girl, I have my Anita Baker. You know the bus drivers be having that little music. You know how the bus drivers have that little portable music right there on the side of them and that little fan. Have y'all noticed that? All the bus drivers have a little portable, like little mini music box and a little fan, cause it be hot sometimes. I'll be sitting up there girl, listening to Anita Baker, girl. What have you done for me? I can't eat, I cannot sleep, and I'm not the same anymore. What they doing back there? Timothy, keep your hands to yourself. You thought I didn't see you? I saw you. I'm telling your mama. What have you done for me? I can't eat, I cannot sleep, and I'm not the same. Damn, he fine. Anymore. No. I don't know what to do. It's all of me, it's all of you. Now we at the stoplight. And I'm just sitting by the. Who is this nigga? You know the niggas we have to get away. We gotta do the head nod. You don't do like this. You don't do like that. You don't do like this. You gotta give a head nod to the niggas in the cars. So you gotta do a head nod like them. Oh God, this girl. Bitch, I'm just saying, child. Just saying, child. I'm just saying, child. Shout out to all the bus drivers who make $200,000 and got good benefits. Okay, girl. So tell us where you work at. Because I do it part-time. Okay? The government job title is show you can make 237. I can see that. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I just don't see no bus driver making no $200,000. I don't see no bus driver making $160,000. If you do, girl, shout out to you, but I just don't see it. Now, do I see someone who probably is managing the entire team over everybody running the whole ship making $200,000? I could see that. But girl, just somebody, girl, it's not, girl, like, I don't know, girl. You're going to have to be working for Beyonce and driving a tour bus all around the United States of America for me to believe some shit like that. Girl, somebody put rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Girl, come on. Girl, let's get this. Come on, Cut TV. Cut TV, girl. Y'all ain't been the same ever since that woman died. Girl, when I tell you, girl, this is not the place to bring Kevin Samuels into the conversation because, girl, I don't do the whole rest in peace stuff. Kevin Samuels. Girl, when I tell y'all ain't never been the same ever since that lady died. Ever since that lady croaked at 59 years old, honey, y'all ain't never been the same. Girl, y'all be mentioning Kevin Samuels like that motherfucker wasn't single. The last time I checked, Kevin Samuels, girl, died on top of me. Girl, Kevin Samuels died at 59 years old. He was single, unmarried. Girl, that lady is dead. And she ain't coming back. He was speaking facts. I don't know. I didn't really. He probably was Cut TV. I don't know, child. I really didn't watch Kevin like that. I do know this though. Now, Cut TV, tell me this. Didn't he say something about if your child came to you and told you that your boyfriend or somebody had touched them that you're not supposed to believe? Didn't he say that? I don't know, child. Let us know. I tuned in a couple of times, I did. Because I just wanted to see the nigga in action. I was kind of amazed, in a way, believe it or not. I was amazed how Kevin Samuels, he really, that was a skill set. Okay? Because when I tell y'all, I was for those who kind of tune, because I did tune in from time to time, because I would just want to see, I used to be sitting there like in pure shock, girl, the fuck? Girl, I used to be like, bitch, girl. It was kind of I used to kind of be in awe in a way. Because I was, the people that, you don't believe anything you hear without investigating yourself. Girl, that's the same thing that's the same thing I told DJ Envy. Girl, DJ Envy conducted a whole interview and ain't heard shit for himself. DJ Envy went down there with an interview. You see what I'm saying? Girl, DJ Envy went down there and did a whole interview based off the goddamn comment section on the Shade Room, child. And he did no type of investigating. He ain't heard shit. All he saw was girl roommate 1235 say Eboni is attacking black men. All he saw was Keisha 1739 girl say that, oh my God, she talking about my granddaddy. All she saw was girl, I can do your hair in San Francisco. Say that's what he said. And DJ Envy girl did just like this. Let me tell y'all what DJ Envy did, y'all. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? He took screenshots. And that was his research. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? He took screenshots. He took screenshots. and then came down there and had a whole argument over the blogs. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, girl, if you don't get out of my face. I said, girl, this girl. I said, no, ma'am, ma'am. Girl, no, ma'am, ma'am. I said, not the blogs at your goddamn research, girl. I said, no, DJ Envy. I said, girl. I was so disgusted. I said, this nigga. This nigga, girl. And y'all down to the goddamn internet talking about DJ Envy. Talking about DJ Envy ate Ebony up. No, he did not. Girl, he read the comment section. Girl, I could have did that. Girl, I could have easily went to the comment section and just read the comments. He did not eat Ebony up. Girl. I said, girl, the devil is busy. Girl, the devil is busy. I be cracking myself up. I'm cracking myself up, girls. I think I'll be telling the truth sometimes. But girl, we all have our phase, girl. Shout out to you, Cut TV. Shout out to everybody else. But yeah, you know, thank you for watching, though. See, we all have our own people. I don't be blocking people. Even if you like Kevin Samuels, that wasn't my girl. Girl, that wasn't my girl. I didn't do Kevin Samuels like that. That wasn't my girl. That was y'all girl. But it is what it is, you know. I did think it was amazing how that gay man was over there pulling stunts. I did think it was amazing how him as a gay man was over there pulling stunts and shows. I said, girl, he is rapping these niggas around his speakers. I said, yes, ma'am, Miss Kevin. Girl, Miss Kevin was over there rapping all the niggas on them. Girl, just good to make girl. We having a good time. Girl, I thought it was amazing quality. I'm going to have to be real messy, child. I thought it was amazing how Kevin Samuels was over there as a gay man, girl, rapping all these straight niggas around his finger. I said, all right. I said, oh. I said, look at her. I said, look at her. Hey, Cynthia G. Girl, I said, look at her. He had all y'all, girl, that's one thing I will say. My sister, not my sister, because that's not my sister. But girl, sister girl had all y'all straight niggas. Bitch, when I tell you, he had y'all just like this. Just like this. I said, girl. I said, Miss Thing is getting it how she lives. Now, like I said, girl, I didn't fool with Kevin Samuels like that. I didn't fool with Kevin Samuels. But when I tell y'all, he pulled the greatest scam in 2020. Girl, when he got started in 2022. Girl. Thank you, Cynthia G. You know I'll be over here clown watching and dying laughing. Thank you so much. Girl, I said, this man, girl, this woman done pulled the biggest scam. His milkshake definitely brought all the boys to the yard. I said, this woman done pulled the biggest scam, girl, in a long time. This man done went over there, girl, dogged out black women, girl, had y'all come over there, girl. He might say something positive every now and again, right? But then also tell y'all, don't believe y'all kids if y'all kids come to y'all. Thank you, I'm with Ebony K. Thank you so much. Ooh, Cynthia G, love her. Thank you so much. Girl, told y'all not to believe y'all kids if they came to y'all and told y'all that if they got touched. Girl, I said, Miss Thing over there, girl. I said, girl, she's selling her soul. She's selling her soul. Girl, I said, Mystique over there selling her soul. She's selling her soul for $1. Now, I heard she made a lot of money. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I gotta go to sleep at night. I'm so serious. But girl, for her, she said, girl, work ain't honest. Girl, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. I used to holler. When I used to holler, girl. Girl, remember that picture? Girl, let me look at this, girl. Girl, I'm being so messy. Girl, this is so unnecessary, but girl, I don't even care, girl. Hold on, let me see. Girl, look, remember this? Hold on, let me find it. Girl, it was this picture right here that took me out. Hold up. Girl, it was this picture right here. Let me find it. Please look. Girl, it was this picture right here. When I tell you, it was this one. Girl, it was this one. I said, look at her. Girl, it was this one. They used to wear me out when I would see her. And girl, I said, girl, what the other one? Girl, look at her. Girl, look at her. Girl, look at her. It was another one, too. It was the one. Ooh, I wish I could find it. Girl, this one right here took me out. Girl, this one right here, I said, look at her. Girl, this is a mess. Look at her. I said, look at her, girl. Girl. I said, not the sideways pose. Girl, I said, girl, she is turning sideways. Girl, look. I said, I said, no. Ooh, girl, let me leave that lady alone. Let me leave that lady alone. I ain't trying to get nobody mad. Child. Ooh, I'm gonna leave her alone. I know y'all like Kevin. I know y'all look up to her. I know that y'all. I know that was some of y'all daddies. Girl, when I tell you, Kevin had y'all food. Kevin had y'all food. The real girls knew what the tea was. And I don't give a damn about that lady who died on top of him. Girl. Because as far as I'm concerned, Kevin, like, girl, Boochie Cat. But after midnight, after a little bit of 1800, Kevin was probably out in them streets looking for a little pussy. Okay? I bet you Kevin give me an old bulldog fish. I bet you Kevin used to be at Bulldogs back in the day. Kevin give me one of them old school queens. I'm gonna leave that man alone. Girl, I'm about to go because this is getting too messy and unnecessary. Girl, let me stop talking about the dead. Girl, they say you're not supposed to talk about the dead. Is that what they say? They say you're not supposed to talk about the dead. Girl, but I do think it was amazing because I really do think Kevin was bisexual. At the least, he was bisexual. I do believe that, and I do believe that Kevin was over there. Girl, I think he pulled a scam on y'all. I love the mess, right? I really think Kevin pulled a scam on y'all. I really, really do. He wasn't my cup of tea. Like I said, I would tune in from time to time because I was kind of amazed at kind of like, girl, y'all really be calling into this man's show. And girl, y'all would really call in and let this man disrespect y'all. Like, I was just like, girl. But I really do think Kevin was like, bye. I do. Kevin gives me a real old school. Kevin Samuels gave me a real old school DLT. Kevin is a man who was of a certain age, who is from the time of kind of like you don't put your business out in the streets. You see what I'm saying? So Kevin was never gonna come out the closet because Kevin is from a certain time. You know what I'm saying? He would have never came out the closet. But I can guarantee you, back in the day, especially before Kevin Samuels became big, I bet you back in the day, like in the 90s, the 80s, I can guarantee you Kevin used to be at the Punk Club. I can guarantee you. Girl, Kevin used to be at the clubs. God, like I'm telling you, the spirit is telling me Kevin used to be at the clubs. But girl, that was your home, girl. May she rest in peace, honey. I ain't got nothing to say to her. All right, I'm gone. I'm gone. All right, y'all. I'm gone for real. Girl, my phone about to die anyways. I gotta get this video up. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. This was a kiki to me, girl. Let me tell y'all something, girl. Everybody who watching, girl, it's all love. If you love Kevin, you love Kevin, girl. If you don't, you don't, girl. It don't matter, girl. It's all love. Just don't come over here being disrespectful, girl. We fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all might say I'm disrespectful to Kevin, but girl, you ain't Kevin. Okay, that's how we wrap that up. You might say I'm disrespectful to Kevin, but girl, you ain't Kevin. I ain't disrespecting you, so you're not gonna come over here disrespecting me. Okay? Anyways, y'all, I'll probably talk to y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Bye.